Cek, halo, halo. Bentar. Anjay. Sorry guys, gue baru tahu pertandingannya ada nih guys hari ini guys. Gue telat, ini aja disuruh rapin fuyu nih cepet-cepet. Gue tadi juga cepet-cepet bikin thumbnail. Makanya seadanya dulu ya. Iya itu nulis judul aja gue cepet-cepet, tadi buru-buru cuy. Sorry, tadi udah gue benerin judulnya. Ini live-nya bener-bener baru disiapin barusan aja anjir. Halo by the way. Tadi match dolar kuning kayak iya, tadi gue lihat pembantaian sih 0-11-0, 13 apa ya? Udah ya? Kali menang apa ya? Gue lupa tadi. Saking udah hektiknya bikin thumbnail segala macam gue. Absen, halo Fami. Welcome. Halo Min, salah aku dong. Halo Riko, welcome. Telat dikit nggak ngaruh. Iya, sorry ya. Ini kita langsung map 2 nih. Jadi kalau mereka berhasil menang 2-0, selesai deh. Gue baru bikin thumbnail guys, baru tahu hari ini ternyata pertandingan ada. Terus gue lihat jenderal, oh boleh WP kayaknya deh. Ya udah gue WP-in aja kali ya. Gitu guys. Halo Firman, welcome. Bentar, masih ngomong-ngomong manja dulu ya mereka ya, sabar ya. Halo Nightbot, welcome. Iya lagi, harusnya gue salah ya. Harusnya ini hitungannya bukan off season gak sih? Off season kan buat tim-tim VCT ya. Ini hitungannya udah pertandingan biasa aja ya. Nanti thumbnail kayaknya diubah lagi. Nanti deh lihat dulu deh. Ini hitungannya off season gak sih buat boom? Kalau off season ya udah lah ya, tetap off season aja tulisannya. Bentar, gue taruh di Instagram dulu. Gue saking buru-burunya, ini Instagram story aja belum anjir. Gila, hektik banget nih hidup gue dalam 30 menit terakhir. Kenapa sambil tenggelam anjir? Hitungannya off season. Oh di samping logonya ada tulisan gitu. Gue bahkan baru tahu. Oke, thank you. Berarti nggak usah kita edit lagi, udah di thumbnail. Ini pertandingan apa Min? Dari ESL namanya Clash of Nation. Ini kayaknya yang Asia dulu deh ini. Katanya kalau menang katanya dikirim ke Thailand katanya. Bentar, sudah agent pick. Bentar.
I tested and it worked. And speaking of, here you go again, Asrai. KO Sova, the way Boom loves to play.
The way everybody loves to play on Ascent. Again,
Ascent,
I know
guys.
it's how it's the best of anything that you could watch on Ascent map. There's a lot of replayability with this one. You have so many options. The approach is going to be so varied every single round, even with the agents, because of just how flexible each and every single practice are. That being said, though, on the other side, for trying your best, they still go for the double duelist. They will put Juicy now on his jet, and Zan will be on the arena. A lot of dueling potential here on their attacking side, but like you mentioned, Dax,
13-2 ya tadi ya.
It's going to be Boom starting on the defense, which is their preferred side on Ascent.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
Tapi gimana ya, ini emang tim kayak tim cabutan gitu loh kayaknya yang musuhnya Boom ini. Jadi kayaknya mereka kagak ada latihan juga kayaknya. Walaupun ada latihan mungkin kagak sedalam itu loh.
Or the new agent.
Then they're good to go, right? They're good to go. What did you just say to me?
Or the new agent. That's
the new agent who ISO. That's probably one for the LAN, man. That's one for the LAN.
It's gonna be a while.
Dude, I know you're just trying to make me say we'll see deadlock, and we won't see deadlock. No way. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I know. Unless she gets like a significant buff, it's not gonna happen. But it's so fun to see the yoinks.
Iya makanya.
So
satisfying. Boom ya, harusnya udah ada sistem lah ya, lebih jalan gitu daripada tim expansion kan. Ya, hoki-hokian basically kalau tim expansion ya. Mungkin jago, playernya jago, tapi kan Ngelawan
did
tim yang
see
udah
though again,
ada sistemnya
for
sulit
Boom
gitu.
Esports, between the double initiator
Oh, by the way.
and gathering a lot of
Mulai,
intel.
mulai.
I
Let's
do
go, let's
wonder
go.
though how we'll see NC Slasher slot in, especially on that KO.
By the way, kalau
role
suara
right
ada
now
apa-apa
for
kasih
Boom,
tahu ya guys ya,
because
suaranya aman
those
apa
new
enggak
additions,
gitu.
It's something we've been talking about, touting so far for Boom. It worked on the first map, but coming
Just
into the
tell me
second,
lah.
will this be trying our best territory?
Now that we have begun things, ooh, if it's gonna be a straight shot onto the A side, I actually like
Tapi
this. This
ARF
is a
kalau kemana
great
kemana
bet
ARF main
because
ya.
no KJ
Jadi
utility.
mereka kagak main
to be
lagi nih
had.
ARF.
That one-way smoke immediately forces them to go the opposite direction.
Min
but
HP ku
it's
mati
a
lah. Terus
short
ini masih bisa
push.
chat gimana
You can
ceritanya?
already see right now the hesitance of NC
Nonton di
Slasher just back
app
away first.
atau HP sering error
And
ya.
it's a
Oh
bit of a
gitu.
split here, and this could get bloody very soon.
But Boom has marked their targets, and here we go already. NC Slasher Moria on the board to fight back. Nef, though, gets the answer, but the damage has been done. But we're
pertukaran
trying our
ini.
best. Boom with the advantage, and the rotation coming in from both Shiro as well as Famous. Big shot from
Apakah
Famous.
akan
Everything's
terbantai
left to Nef
lagi?
now in a 1v3. And as he tosses
Lagi
out the
gacor
smoke,
nih.
he'll back away for the time being. Boom, though, they kept tabs of the angles that their opponents would come from, and it was quick work from them.
Their timings are so good as well. They
Terus kok nggak ada
just
revorsi ya? Udah itu kan
basically
rombak kan
went for the
semuanya
contact
diganti sama orang-orang
before
baru yang
the-
gue
right the
juga
second
baru
before
tahu tuh
trying their
nama-namanya
best
itu tuh.
actually tried to do anything.
Pemain-pemain
That is
baru
just
sepertinya.
so annoying to try to deal with if you're on the attacking side, which again, trying your best is now Nev. 30 seconds.
Revorsi kemana jadinya belum ada konfirmasi juga kan ya?
Because the KJ is still alive,
Jadi iya
so
betul,
much
jadi
of the
content
position
creator
where he
RNK
can
aja
push
sekarang.
through is
Gak tahu tuh
still well
tahun
defended
depan
by
masih
the
ikut apa
Arma
nggak
and
Challengersnya.
Alright, so going through B main is going to be the good option. And
Disiplin banget anjir.
timing is so good with the activation of the Dinosaur. That just buys a little bit more time.
It's crazy from Boom that they're so
Oh, he opened the
much
door.
so much so experts along the way, and you said it. Opening the door right now, I wonder what's the play here for trying our best. As another avenue for
Ya,
Boom
by the way,
perhaps to
nama
work with
timnya
smoke still
Trying
going
Our
towards
Best
the
ya,
CT
maksudnya
side.
ya.
A shock dart even
Tim
just to make sure
cabutan,
no
guys, ya.
one's hiding
Bukan
there.
tim beneran
A
ini.
second smoke even.
Ya tim
just
beneran sih,
trying to
maksudnya
cover
bukan
the
tim yang
cross, especially
by
towards the
organisasi
staircase.
gitu loh, bukan yang
Over
proper
here at
gitu.
Speedway, waiting for someone
Jadi
to come.
harusnya sih
Another
kalau-
shock dart flies from Boom Esports.
Ini harusnya Boom
But the
menang-menang
paranoia is
aja
at the
sih.
ready. Looks for the isolation, but Shiro,
Satunya udah
he was
gacor loh
ready
soalnya.
all the way at the end, and boom, they'll take the pistol yet again.
Man, Shiro not flinching at all to the darkness.
Ada
and
adik Aaron
approaching
Pepper
right
X
in
di
front of them.
Dominatus.
This
Oh,
man
ya.
fears
Adik kandung.
not the
Adik
death,
kandung beneran.
but rather the loss of the round. So he's just like, no, I'm not gonna fear you,
Apa namanya?
and just
Main
cleans it up.
scream.
Yeah, dude. It's when someone says scared, and he's like,
Semuanya aja main warga
And
main.
this is the perfect time too, because like literally tomorrow is Halloween.
ah, spooky. You want to be in costume tomorrow?
I don't have costumes right now.
Oh no, dude!
I
come
gave away all of my
on.
costumes because there
Come
was
on,
not enough of them.
please. Right, please be in costume. I'll be in one. I'll be in one if you are.
What costume do you have?
Maintenance.
I have a bunch, dude. I did the
Adiknya maintenance.
the other day.
Maybe I'll borrow from you and just have it like move. Anyways, speaking of movement, there's a lot of
Jangan
movement
bener
on the
lagi
A
ya?
side. There you go.
Yeah, it's
Lu kan
happy,
belum
so
ngeliatin
we have
nama-namanya
time to
tuh.
talk about other things. But at the same time, fine. Talk about Valorant trying our best. They are gonna all come from A main. Sand getting
Absen,
ready here
absen,
with the
yuk.
Lear. Here comes also the turret and the
Gua
smoke.
kagak tahu
And
kenapa
this
namanya
does
Famous
give
jadi
Trying Our Best
Famousin
to work
aja.
it, But Moria, the TP is so smart.
Dia jadi
And as
itu,
you
apa,
mentioned,
cosplay
cheeky
Degezin
angle to
kayaknya ya.
work with,
Famousin
Zero down
namanya.
already. And Boom again, just putting a wall in front of Trying Our Best, daring them to cross.
Kasih piala ke Boom aja, Min Yokai sabar. Ini masih banyak loh.
So that he can just get
Tim jago ini
maybe
nanti
an
ada
angle,
Naos.
push himself slower
Gua kagak tahu
into the
full sense
side,
harusnya ada juga.
but
Yang
Yeah,
CL
when
ada masih aja yang
bullets are
bagus
peppered
aja timnya,
everywhere.
nggak cuman Boom.
that ain't gonna help
Ini
you.
masih
So
masih
Shiro's gonna
easy
make
lah
that
hitungannya,
advantage.
tim
I wonder
easy
if
lah
he
ya.
has, or not sure, excuse me. But,
Nanti nunggu nih habis menang ini nih kayaknya baru
Soba
jago-jago musuhnya.
for trying your best. Maybe he's gonna throw a dart there on B, try to get the attention. Styron here, yeah, because he has a dart right now. Maybe gravitates a little bit of the attention, but
30
even
seconds left.
so, 5 versus 2, probably
Boom.
not.
Boom just keeping their stations. And just to correct myself, it's not anti-ego. This is a force buy here from Trying Our Best. So this is so perfect for Boom.
force buy ya?
They shut
Iya
down
lagi.
the initial push. They get rid of the
Our
spikes.
Best.
A.
Literally
And
try
right now
our
along
best
the way,
kayaknya.
and now, what can
Mereka
Seiren
beli
really
loh.
do? He's
Round
trying to come
2 aja
in
padahal kalah.
with a sheriff in hand, bulldogs on the other side, and the burst fire from Moria is already in such a good angle to work with. Three for him, a flawless hold, and Trying Our Best have no money to work with now.
I can't remember if I've ever casted. I think I've casted Moria.
Kalau kata netizen,
maybe a few
apain
times
join
in the
turnamen
past,
Ciki
but
gini loh.
This is the
Justru
first time
lu
his plays
cari
are
pengalaman,
really
anjir.
sticking to my my memory banks.
Boom kan juga baru ini roster baru hitungannya 2 orang. Gantiin 2 orang. Ya justru ini tempat paling tepat untuk mencoba.
Maps, man,
orang tuh di pikirannya langsung jadi gitu, tidak ada proses.
The timings, the assistance for his teammate, and of course, just to add to that,
turnamen ini yang dicari malah.
Man. Again, it is up against Trying Your Best, which is struggling with how their
ini sound orang Korea itu. Emang ada?
But still works in the end, and Juicy. There you go.
Waduh.
2 shots with the Sheriff, and that opens up an opportunity here for Trying Your Best.
It's just beautiful work from Juicy to give a chance to
Serep
on the right now. Big meta for him, and Nap also getting on the board, but NC Slasher, different plans right now onto the side here by both house, waiting for anyone to come his way. Flash comes on in, 2 for NC Slasher so far.
Justru karena itu Hendra gue bilang, kalau ada yang bilang gitu, kacau juga proses berpikirnya.
He's thriving, and he gets 3 before he's felled. It's 2v1 now, everything's left to Berserks, but Neff, a different plan. The doorway's open. He wants to go for the push, but Berserks is a better shot there. It's 1v1 now. Incredible clutch moments from both teams, but it has to go down to the isolated fight. Berserk still going for the tap. Styron on the inside. Gets the reload going. Styron wants to let loose a dart, get that intel turret into play as well. The Scandal gets the connection. Berserks, this is dangerous for him. Trying our best. Different angle onto the side. The swing comes and Berserks
nice clear.
Gila,
Berserk sudah tidak barbar lagi dia sejak pakai Killjoy. Sejak tidak berduelis dia jadi.
Wait, did Berserks
itu clean gitu, mainnya lebih berhati-hati gitu.
Spot that left side of the B side, and he just scanned Styron there.
Justru turne gini penting sih, apa analogi bola di Jepang dari SD udah full turne apapun itu digas. Iya, pengalaman juga nyobain strat. Misalnya lu bikin strat nih, dilihat work sama enggaknya kan di sini. Daripada lu
and right now he's showing so
bikin
much
strat tapi ternyata masih riskan gitu dibawa ke pertandingannya lebih gede kan.
The intel that you mentioned, and boom again, just getting better.
Ya ini semi bleed kalau nggak salah ini. Tim yang ini semi bleed. Kalau kata General itu bleed versi Saset.
And look at the damage without a Sky, without a healer. You do get that value, guys, and yes, in a cent, every.
Killjoy Berserk belajar sama Min yokai.
Right.
Bisa aja emang sih.
It's the Indonesian Odin
bisa
spam.
gitu ya. Gaya guys ya, gaya. Kenal aja kagak.
Right?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I stand correct. But yes.
It's hard also because famous as
coba strat di VCT lah ya. Langsung aja terakhir masa coba-coba. Udah aja terakhir kok coba-coba. Ya mungkin boleh gitu ya. Tapi kan riskan gitu. Gambling hitungannya kalau kayak gitu.
Bit of utility.
Throws out both
welcome to the stream. Delay the offense 50 seconds for trying your best.
Kalian kah WP?
For that rotation, but
WP terakhir. WP terakhir tapi nggak jauh-jauh amat sih. Game changer kemarin ya.
Skills, abilities here of Boom. That smoke's about to dissipate and Famous. Ooh, timing. I think he's just looking at an angle here, waiting for Juicy to just dash. If he doesn't, this is going to be difficult for him to push up into Famous.
Min kai fuyu lo ada turne kah? Anda kaget? Saya juga.
On the cross,
makanya telat.
Okay, but here the Odin gets value. Here the shot paranoid into play.
Nice cover.
Who collects the kills instead from the Speedway. There's a red light brought out here by Boom Esports. Trying our best, cannot cross whatsoever. And instead, they have become casualties along the way. 4-0 now. Boom. Repeating success from the first map.
11-0 tadi sempet ya.
Again, you could understand what was going in the thought process there. Trying your best. This is re-hit the site. They've already used the things that make it difficult for us to enter.
Tapi lucu juga ya, mereka bawa Reina ya di sini ya.
The crossfires were set up for Boom Esports here. Again, no stone left unturned, no opportunity missed here from Boom on that defense, and the struggle continues for Trying Your Best here. Now that we're hitting 4 rounds index, look at the KDAs here of the players.
Gece kemarin juga, tapi nanti Sao Paulo kayaknya kita begadang deh.
On the kills.
Yang Gece Sao Paulo kan ngikutin jam Brazil lagi ya.
Yeah, it's been ice cold here from Trying Our Best, but maybe not this Fury. Juicy though.
Mereka masuk ke kandang Berserk. Farming bro, farming.
Berserk, he's good for 4.
Farming bro.
Maybe he can get it here. The scan
Berserk dikasih farming gini.
That's right, Berserk.
Jadilah
he's
dia.
pounding Styron here. Ready now. Get the intel perhaps. And Berserk. Oh, he couldn't get it. Denied, yes. No
Ya
highlight for
udahlah,
him.
ya.
But the round still goes Boom's way.
Lu terlalu nafsu sih, nembak langsung
He's
kaki.
just there to kind of spoil the fun of Boom.
Gila, Berserk 2020 kan.
Just a kill on
Nggak lagi,
Boom.
Berserk
I think he was
2020
also
sangat ditakutin
very
ya.
aware that Boom was trying to
Pada
do that,
zamannya
obviously,
Berserk
from
like
what we
the
could
best
saw, right? He was just like,
duelist
I'm gonna
anjir pada
mark
zamannya
for
pas di
Berserk, so
AE
I'm
anjir.
not gonna let him get any or that ace.
Yeah, because
Literally
he
just
stopped
that.
shooting the first two guys.
Exactly.
If you realized it, it could have been 2 kills for him.
Begadang sepertinya aku
He got
ketiduran.
matters.
Itu bukan begadang dong namanya.
from the
Kalau
equation.
ketiduran.
Yeah, no, you said it as right. It doesn't matter right now because Boom, they have so much money to work with. They have all the momentum and trying.
Kan si GL Boom siapa kalau Seiren pensi? Katanya sih gue dengar si Zero ya yang gantiin IGL-nya ya. Zero lagi di try jadi IGL. Sebenarnya mereka lagi nyoba semuanya nge-call sih. Tapi kayaknya paling utamanya si Zero.
Getting closer and closer, but he's got to back away. Everything's being thrown all in his direction. He's got to be careful. So that is good. Flash.
Coba cek deskripsi
as
Iksan.
well as the paranoia gives them. Again, lesser utilities to
Pada
deal
akhirnya ya, duelist
Yeah,
akan
he's
apa
so
akan killjoy pada waktunya.
And even more so courtesy of Juicy.
Kayak
He just hits those nutty
Berserk,
shots. And that's
for second
what
pernah
the
juga
Try Your
kan
Best
ke
can
killjoy.
utilize along the way. Here comes now.
Semua duelist
from the
akan killjoy
shadows.
pada
We
waktunya.
get a bit of intel. Juicy though scoped in, looking to find a pick with the operator. He's picked up from his opponents. And boom, they're sticking around in cover, but still.
IGL main initiator tuh cocok ya kayaknya ya. Soalnya dia kan yang ngasih support kan hitungannya. Kan seperti yang gue bilang, support sebenarnya di Valorant tuh initiator. Bukan Sentinel. Banyak kepikirannya Sentinel tuh support anjir.
With the advantage, the timing though. Oh, could have been better for Juicy. But he's tucked away in cover. And as you always say, every wall is bangable. There's no escape for Juicy whatsoever.
Styron.
Iya. Main
Spotted by Shiro, now they know. It's
main nyebrang
2 versus
aja
1
tuh.
on the A
Tapi
side.
udah
They're
ketahuan
gonna
musuhnya tinggal
isolate,
satu
they're
di
gonna try to compress
side.
and just try to pinch as quickly as they can before Styron can get and help out Retla. Retla's got to hold
Juicy
on.
ini udah keluar dari
Now
Blitz
Sword
kayaknya
giving
ya,
a
seinget
little bit of
gua.
space.
Udah ya.
This is gonna be
Lupa ingat lagi gua.
very difficult. Out of nowhere, Rico Dart comes into swing,
Oh, ente.
and that
Ente.
is a great round for trying your best.
Ya ampun.
Finally, another
Bentar.
point for them.
Dari
to work
sananya
with in
itu
the
ya guys ya tadi.
series. And at the same time, Styron
Loading dikit
got
nggak
away with
ngaruh.
his life on the cross.
Akhirnya
He
doa
made
Mingai
the
dikabulkan
long
rest di
flank
nerf, tapi
happen,
kurang
and
ah.
especially the 2 picks
Gua
there.
rasa kurang itu masih nerf
Jenny.
granate-nya anjir.
Because of the stall that we
Emang
saw
dia
from
di
Boom.
lebih harus ini
We
ya.
said a while ago, they
Harus
wanted to go for the
lebih
2v1,
akurat ya
but
lemparan
since
granatnya ya.
trying our best,
Tapi kurang
a little
menurut
bit
gua.
more patient, a little bit more reserved.
Masih nanggung
They
gitu.
got the angle that they
Lu mau nge-nerf
needed to win
sekalian
around
gitu loh.
Absolutely. Very crucial, very needed. But of course, Boom, their pockets be deep. They got some rounds to give away, and they got money to keep buying for days.
Juicy ini bukannya lagi wamil sama kayak Jing. Kayaknya belum aja. Kan ada waktunya. Jing aja sekarang emang udah wamil kan belum ya? Masih ada waktunya gitu. Sebelum dipanggil kayaknya.
At their heels, helping them out.
And as of right now, 2x3. Boom
ya
Esports. Moria.
ampun.
Okay, again, a matter
Timing
of time here
apa
by the
itu?
doorway.
Oh my God.
Sando giving chase, and Moria just hopping
Anjir.
away like a bunny.
Timingnya
Surviving
bisa
for the
gitu
time
ya?
being. Breaks the glass though, and here might be a chance for trying our best. The
welcome to the membership. Thank you udah jadi member ya. Welcome.
Also
Silver
heating
on
on up
udah.
and trying our
Dipakai
best.
emojinya,
Looking better
biar
on
yang
the
abu
game,
iri.
better on the game. 4 down.
Waduh. Bang.
Nef. Oh, okay. There you go. A flawless win for trying our best. They look like they're back in the series here.
Juicy masalah umur kemarin tuh siapa ya? Masalah umur Juicy ya? Lupa lagi gue siapa yang masalah umur Juicy ya kayaknya ya.
Spider shot.
Yang kagak bisa
Spider
ikut
shot, there you go.
VCT
Thank you.
padahal dia udah masuk franchise hitungannya.
Only for me.
Kasihan sih dia.
Anyways. You're absolutely right. You mentioned it as well, right? Juicy just able to create that support. He's looking, at least these past 2
Kemarin
rounds,
dari Blitz kan 2 orang kan yang keluar ya.
confident with how he
Ingat gua.
pushes up. And maybe there's call somewhere here. I'm not sure who's the IGL for trying your best.
Turnamen mana? Gue nontonnya di Twitch sih. ESL punya turnamen ini.
Try
Clash
to get
of Nation.
as much value from that initial shock and awe at the very start for to clear out these rounds. And it did actually.
Sama Crazy Guy. Nah itu tuh ya.
Where Boom is trying to at least alleviate the pressure elsewhere on the map, and they're getting caught right now. That spike is gonna get planted.
mau
Even
masuk
though
di
KJ
dalam
locked
aja.
out, it really doesn't matter at all. Moria, or rather, Zan playing inside the site, trying to get a kill. That's actually gonna backfire on him. No one's looking in his direction. Where is he? There he is. Zan's down.
There you have
Bisa
it, Boom
turun dengan
already
damai
making their way
gitu
towards
aja
the
nanti
side. It's
selesai.
already halfway on the defuse and trying our best. They're strong with the contact, but in terms of utility, it's Boom with the
Nice
victory.
too. Gacor.
Big kicks along the way, trying your best, getting
Okay.
some few exits, especially Juicy. And in the end, it's 6-2 right now, I believe, and Boom Esports.
Oh, defuse ya,
still with
defuse.
the
Gue
round
pikir
for
kenapa
cover
tadi
win.
tiba selesai.
Okay, that was just I think that was just hubris from Trying Your Best, no? Because they literally stayed in the site
Ini
hoping
saya
to
ini
get
yang
like,
saya ini
these
hitungannya.
exit kills. I
SEA.
get Zan because he's the Reyna. If he gets a dismiss, he's not gonna get tagged by the lockdown.
Gue sebagai Neon user
Juicy was
lega
also
sih
hit
Neon
by
gak
the
kena
lockdown,
nerf ya,
if I'm
soalnya
mistaken.
Neon aja udah
That's
jarang
why he was
dipakai
getting just clobbered by
di
the
VCT ya. Kan biasanya
That's been the problem with
acuannya
Trying
tuh
Your
dari
Best,
VCT,
though. Just so
dari pertandingan
eager
gede.
to force that contact, and we see them, they're able to win out duels.
Dolar
most of
kuning
the
lagi kan,
time.
tidak
But in those
separah ya
situations,
tadi
Boom,
sebenarnya.
better
Ini juga
position,
masih belum sejauh
better
itu,
shot
jadi
for
ya
Famous.
belum lah,
Already
belum.
smokes are gone here for
Masih
Trying Your Best.
dolar oren ini menuju kuning.
Not good at all. They're gonna have to go at this with so many angles that they have to worry with. And again, Zan isn't on a position where he's
Tahu
been
aja tuh posisinya.
successful enough to beat out any of the players from Boom just yet. Famous in the corner here. They can hit the shot, which he does, especially with that glorious stuff from him. Doesn't heal, actually just relocates.
Ini tuh namanya ada Paper X sama
Could be an
RRQ kah?
opportunity
Bukan kayaknya,
for
bukan yang ini.
something, and with Styron getting another one, absolutely.
Yeah, Trying Your Best is cooking now. Hot hands,
Alex
especially
datang
from
juga
the two
tanggal 12.
duelists.
Oke.
Make their way towards the site, and
Ada di
this is the
Indonesia dia.
confidence that San has been looking for all
Anjir
throughout
semuanya
this
dong, kalau kayak
series.
gitu
Hero, though,
full team dong.
timing impeccable. Retla caught out in the middle.
Gua pikir
goes to the dark as
Indonesianya
well.
aja.
And I believe that's gonna be able to mark anyone on site. So they have to break it immediately. Intel
Belum
given
itu
to Boom.
Fatir, kalau
There's
Deadlock
still
emang
members
masih
here for
dicari
Trying Your
solusinya.
Best, trying to play close
Mereka
for
sendiri
Surge,
kok yang ngomong
though.
masih cari
Better yet
solusi buat
again,
Deadlock.
It's 2v2 now as Styron will get caught with his head peeking, and Berserks with
Tinggal
another
satu,
one.
Bray, tinggal
It's
satu,
up to
Bray.
Juicy to make magic happen yet again. He's been hitting incredible shots.
Oh,
The
he
dash
dashed.
is there though. Running time.
Di
But
absen sama Berserk
Berserks is
semua, Cuk.
unbeatable, man. 3 for
Berserk
him.
lagi oke banget
and
nih, cuy.
boom, they make it 7.
That
Boom
one
versus siapa tuh? Lihat di kanan
step from
atas tuh
Juicy
nama
where he
timnya
dashed
ada.
away immediately told you that Boom's got this in the bank. Unless Berserks loses that fight, which he usually doesn't. As you can see right now, he's 12-4-2. That was already a retake. Down in the books. Absolutely strong
diumumin.
stuff from Berserks. He was
Kayaknya
they
Pemprex
were
datang semua ya, Jakarta
outnumbered,
ya.
and he somehow
tapi kurang
got
siapa
all
tuh berarti
these
kalau
kills
kagak ada-
bit by bit.
Kalau
Marched
ada Fai,
himself
something
onto
G.
A and said, Shiro,
Kurang siapa
I will
satunya?
carry you on my back,
Oh,
my
tinggal mereka ya?
6'4" friend.
How do you know his height?
Iya.
It's
Gua
not,
lupa,
dude,
gua lupa.
it's the KDA.
Kisahnya kan sudah tidak ada ya.
6'4", not the height. Is that how tall Cheryl is?
I don't know, dude.
Wait,
I
let's
don't know.
open VLR. Or ask me.
VLR's not gonna tell you how tall a player is, man.
Ini dari game mana aja? Kayaknya SEA deh. Saya.
Well, as
Southeast
Rice trying
Asia.
to figure out the height disparity here of these two teams, we do get Trying Our Best making their way towards B, navigating through the nanoswarms as well. Moria here towards the boxes. Sando.
2500 ada Revorsi. Kayaknya nggak ada deh. Itu aja mereka kan lagi rombak tim tuh. Semuanya keluar Dominatusnya dulu.
Hunter's Fury though the answer, and Moria actually tried to get away, but Seiren is able to navigate that kill. Advantage still though here for Boom. It's 4v3. Berserks with the jiggle
Kaya
still.
tambah Thailand.
Respecting
Oh, Thailand
Juicy
kagak
in his
ikut.
angle, but now the Hunter's Fury is let loose by Boom. Berserks
Bentar,
again
masa
though,
kagak ikut
with
sih?
a clear and the kill. Another
Mouse
one
ada
perhaps,
sih.
and Berserks,
Mouse, bentar.
he is
Thailandnya
just
kagak ada ya,
getting
bentar.
them all again and again and
Let me
again.
check, let
There's
me
no
check.
beating this guy. There's no beating Boom, and now it's an 8-2 standing.
Thailand
Okay.
dipisah,
I was kinda
oke.
wondering who's gonna
Tapi
start
nanti
choosing
pertandingan
that
ini ya lanjutannya ke Thailand kan dia.
It's Berserks. It's fine.
Yang menang sini ke
Right.
Thailand gitu,
Man,
seingat gua.
He is fearless. He just does
Mungkin
not
karena itu kali
miss
ya.
any of these fights.
Biar tim tuan rumah ada gitu kali.
Anyone that walks up to him stands tall, gets
Gua coba dulu ya.
immediately
Oke, Fuyu.
dwarfed by how just aggressive and accurate Berserks truly has been. There were some really good positions here just to again get some catch-offs from
Dia lagi
Trying Your
kagak
Best,
ada.
but
Oh, ada Dewa United juga loh sama
didn't
Dominatus
work
habis
against
ini.
Berserks.
Oh, habis ini
This
Dominatus
was the
main
Berserks
ya?
that we saw starting on
Lanjut
Boom
nonton
Esports,
dong.
especially back in that duelist role. He had to step down a little when Famous came on in. He moved over to initiate the role, but here on Sentinel from this first series
Ternyata
alone, it's
kita nonton sampai
beautiful,
habis
but
ini.
Juicy, of course,
Gue baru
is right to
lihat
deal
anjir.
with. Big pick here for
Jadwalnya
trying our
ternyata
best
ada
to
Dominatus
begin
habis ini.
this round. Neff
Kalau
also
besok ada
trying to
Dewa
play
United
those Cubby. They
di
might be able to catch
jam
on
8
Moria or
malamnya.
NC Slasher. Here comes
Kira-kira.
Neff with another one. But Moria gets two for himself. Paranoia is the play to go.
Ada
into this
talent, cuman
engage.
ada di
Also
main
Zero
event udah.
waiting for
Oh,
someone to
oke.
cross towards main. And boom, Esports setting checkpoint after checkpoint. There's no crossing versus Moria. And here we go. Juicy's the one who's able to get the hop over. But Berserks again. Unbeatable.
Oh iya, dia ada saya Open Qualifier sama Thailand Open Qualifier ya. Iya ya, Thailand beda sendiri anjir.
Right now in this series,
Mereka tim Thailandnya semua
who
nih.
you can beat and who you
Satu hari
can't
kemarin.
beat. So at the
You
very
know
top,
this?
there's Berserks. Right below him is Juicy. Right
Juicy.
below that is Moria, I feel.
Yeah, it's crazy that it's like rock, paper, scissors, counter upon counter.
Moria getar tapi
If you
tetap
get
menang.
this clash specifically,
Yang penting
it's this
itu, guys.
person who wins, and
Getar-getar
Boom
menang,
Esports.
cuy.
People have been saying that, okay, you might not see Boom with an
Abis ini
IGL
lanjut
properly, it's
nonton
been
adik
making
Top
some
G
waves
ya
of
paling ya.
but right now, the calls, the contact, it's
Gue aja
been
baru lihat
working so
jadwal
well,
anjir,
and
gue baru tahu hari ini
I'm
ada
really
pertandingan
impressed
ini.
by Boom and what they've been bringing so far. Invited for a reason. Famous
Bendera thumbnail aja cuman gue siapin Boom anjir.
Nev,
Dominatus
the double
kagak.
shrouded step for either short contact
Malam-malam Gibari,
or
welcome to the
mid
stream,
elevation
welcome to the watch
contact.
party.
I like the idea.
Watch party yang sangat-sangat
They don't get
mendadak
any picks,
ini.
but they do get some massive control on mid, which
Soalnya
does
gua
work
aja
in their
kaget,
favor,
anjir.
but look at how far Shiro's pushed up here, all the way on B.
Nih, ini gue telat tadi,
Immediately
map satunya
spotted by
kagak
alarm, but if
gue
they press right
WPN
now,
yang
they
Boom
might be
ini.
able to catch Shiro on B main.
Walaupun
and
tadi
he's
pun itu
trapped.
ya,
They already know
pembantaian
about this,
anyway ya.
setting up the utility.
Hampir sama kayak ini
Because
nih.
they're a little bit slow on the uptake. He somehow manages to get himself a kill, as well as
iya,
that
dia
market
lagi
control.
cosplay
Even
jadi
shuts the door
Degezin.
at any opportunity
Makanya
to open
jadi
up the B sites.
Famozin.
Yeah, buy one, take one towards the market, and Shiro loving that deal. Juicy though, dashing forward, lockdown gonna be the answer from Berserks, and the pressure's on here for trying our best. Do they force the issue?
Tapi gue suka sih apa yang dilakukan sama Dominatus sih.
So precise on the
Ngambil
shot.
player
Dangerous
baru
right
gitu.
now for our Omen. Famous just
Soalnya kalau
covering him
kagak
with
ada player
knives,
baru,
and it's all left to Juicy
gua
now in a 1v3.
khawatir
Here
sama
we go, yet
regenerasinya,
again.
anjir.
Time running
Jadi
out
gua
from the shadows.
respect
is
sama move-nya
canceled, but
Dominatus sih.
Berserks, he is
Sebenarnya
ready,
ya.
he's willing, and he will lose the aim duel this time. Big chance made by Juicy in 1v2.
Reforsi ganti role. Enggak, yang Dominatus kemarin benar-benar rombak
Action doesn't
total.
work in his favor
Keluar
here.
semua
Juicy
itu.
still has...
Gak tahu tuh.
Oh, he's making
Nanti
so
main
much
lagi
noise.
apa
They're gonna
enggak?
double up. Paranoia
Di
doesn't
tim
hit him.
mana kagak tahu.
Now Flash will. So close and just
Getar Juicy-nya sekarang, Bray.
Now the hierarchy changes.
Boom Esports just on top of things, that's right. 10-2. Commanding first half yet
Padahal tadi
again.
gua
This
nyiapin
is what we've
thumbnail
been
buat
saying
main,
throughout
cuy.
the series. Boom, they starting on the sides
Apa,
that they
live
prefer,
terakhir
and
gitu
they
sebelum
make
sebelum
what
ganti
has
act
happened
gitu.
with it. 12-0 last time, 10-2 now. Only
Ternyata
a few rounds to
ada
go to
WP.
sweep the series. It has to be trying our best, taking this pistol away yet again, like that first map, to give them a chance.
Berserk 16 cuy.
Can it though? Especially with the
Farming
double
mulu dia di
duelist
sini.
on the opposite side of the spectrum here for the kills. Juicy at 12, Zan at 2. He really has to step up right now
Reforsi
on
free
that
agent.
Reyna.
Kayaknya sih masih free
Again,
agent ya.
We all know.
Kecuali dia konten kreatornya
It's been
RRQ
out
masih
for
di
years.
RRQ hitungannya ya.
Reyna
Mungkin
needs to
kalau
hit
kalian
those
mau
shots
ngitung
to
kayak
get
gitu.
value on the abilities. But
Ya. Dari sananya nih ya. Lohe.
Zen having those 2 kills with 12 rounds
Okay.
in, it's not a good margin for
Malak
him
dikit
to
kagak
clear.
ngaruh, iya. Semoga
Struggle
tidak
here,
begitu
trying
terus
their
ya.
best. If you're gonna run double duelers,
Sananya kayaknya ya.
you need both of them to honestly pop off and get that value. It's been Juicy said making all that space, making chances happen here for trying our best. Still a chance though. They have a few rounds to work with. NC
Bayar
Slasher
billing
now.
gua kagak di
Flash comes
warnet,
on in,
gimana
but
sih
it
kenapa
doesn't
jadi
overwhelm
bayar
him.
billing?
For the flag from Famous. It's still there too. And inside the smoke, it's
Enggak,
Famous who
kalau
wins it
suara
with
gua
the
masih
frenzy.
ada berarti
10
kan
for 1 trade.
kagak video
Another
gua
one for
yang
NC Slasher, and A-side
ngedelay gitu loh.
stairs for
Dari
the
sananya
taking.
berarti.
We're not done here. As
Kalau suara gua
Famous,
aman-aman
he
aja.
wants to catch the crossing
Main
and
jalan aja,
Seiren,
bro.
As well as Nefter on top already. It's so dangerous. Bow and arrow out. This is why you don't bring the hamstrings to a gunfight.
cepat bener
And
nih.
Retler
Hari
Ravage,
ini
the
Boom
only
mainnya
one
cepat
standing
bener
here
nih.
to try our best.
Selesainya.
And Famous just
Tadi
exits.
map 1
He's
juga
like,
cepat banget.
I don't have to deal with this. I already got so much value already. 10 HP.
Batal,
I'm
welcome
gonna
to the
even add
stream,
more
welcome to the watch
value.
party.
Just waste
Yang
that
mendadak
time.
ini.
And that spike's ticking. Redler's gonna have to break the door. They all break the door. Come. Yes. Push. Play. They saw where the Killjoy turret was already activated. Redler, if he gets a 4K, that's the best that he can get in this round. But not even.
They're like, look at the spike. Look to the left, break the door. Okay, we call it a day and get the pistol.
Emang ada map
So,
satu ya?
pistol rounds, one here by Boom
Gak tahu
Esports.
sih.
And again,
Ada nggak ya
just
tadi?
like in that Lotus map, the
Gak
way
berasa
that
sih
they're
kalau
able
ada
to
ya.
maximize the movement around the map, giving them opportunity. We're
Halo kayak
trying
gue
our best
lagi
to
lembur.
try to set up.
Lembur kok jam segini?
Absolutely
Oh,
right on that one.
oke. Oke,
Boom,
dimengerti.
you got everything.
Udah jam segini ternyata.
Gadgets and gizmos aplenty. Got who sits in what?
Galore.
All right,
You got-
sorry. There's gonna be an A push. We see it
Mau
already.
cepat
right now.
selesai, mau cepat turun.
Yeah, of course, and they have the guns to work with. Anti-eco, I believe, here from Boom. They go for the self.
Oh, he TPs. Oh wait,
Yeah,
no,
they're
that's
so
the TP.
aggressive right now.
Boom lagi pakai jersey hitam,
In
bisa
position,
jadi.
and Flash also the fragment, just whittling down sand to
Boom tidak boleh ini ya.
And from this
Tidak
point
boleh pakai
on,
jersey
this is a
putih ya.
little round for Boom to take. What else can try your
Jersey
best do
putihnya
in this
nge-curse,
series?
anjir.
They've just been outclassed in that coordination, and Boom, for a team that may lack the shot calling, it really feels like they're calling all the shots here, Asrai, in this series. Styron fighting back with a 1, but that's all he's gotten so far. And with the sheriff in hand, Famous. Here we go again. Paparazzi called. They wanted that kill back. Famous with that final blow.
Kopi siap
And
kayak
this is
kan
series
tidak
point
itu ya,
Boom.
tidak begadang ya. Kenapa
Well,
kenapa
in
langsung
that first
kopi
map, we
anjir?
had no. We didn't get the chance to
Ini
get
aja
the
cepet
13-0.
banget nih.
But if this series ends,
Mereka kan bilangnya
we
ya
do have a
pertandingan
chance
kedua
to
sepertinya jam
get a
8 gitu.
13-2
Estimasinya jam 8
back-to-back,
malam.
'cause the first map on Lotus was 13-2.
Ini aja baru jam berapa
with
anjir?
Boom winning that. So they're basically
Estimasi jam
doing a
8.
copy paste of the
Ini jam
score
berapa
for the
selesai
end of
udah
the
ini?
map.
Well, it makes all our lives easier if that's the case, but life hasn't been easy here for trying our best. One last chance, and they have the rightful
Belum
score
apa-apa
with
udah
time here for Boom. They
match
keep
point
the
bahkan.
Bulldogs that they had from that last round. And here we go yet again. Famous with the entry. Moria in position. 1-for-1 for the time being. Stan getting into cover, but in the
Gila,
end,
itu buy roundnya mereka loh padahal.
2v2 battlefield.
Tetap diobok-obok.
Styron gets value before his demise. It's Juicy on top of the rafters right now, and Neff. He goes for the paranoia. Juicy wants to swing off that slowly.
Juicy-nya yang
Sens
bahaya
might
nih.
not see this coming, but he's in cover so far here. Alarmbot in position even, and Juicy, he's primed to dash, but the swing from
Berserk.
Berserk is brilliant yet again.
Reposisi
2v1
tembakannya,
now,
astaga.
and that's the only one
Tenang gua
standing
liatnya.
to try and keep this series alive. What else can he do? Banana Swarm in the
Bumbu
way.
DBU.
Berserks, he's ready with
Ya,
his own
semoga
teammate
konsisten lah ya
Moria.
performa
These
mereka
two
ya.
have been the dynamic
Tapi
duo
ini
to
juga masih
bring
belum
their
ketemu
A-game
tim yang
here for Boom Esports.
organisasi gede juga, jadi
smoke dissipates, it will be
kita
the
lihat
trade
saja.
to end it
Harusnya
on a
abis
high
ini
note.
baru mereka ketemu yang
32, as you
gede-gede
said,
deh timnya
that's right.
kayaknya ya.
A repeat of the first map.
Gila,
and a
cepet
brilliant
banget, Cok.
effort from Boom.
Just wanted to say
Cepet banget
Berserk's
anjir,
at
ini
the
WP
peak
apa?
of his performance in
Baru
this
live
series. No
34
one is
menit.
able to stop this man, and it really does goes to show. And that
WP
series
apa?
just ended in the blink of an eye, 13-2. My goodness, back to back on
Baru
Lotus
30
and
menit,
Ascent just goes to
WP ku.
show how much preparation or how much
Sudah selesai
time
digigit-gigit
R&R research and
itu tim.
development, rest and relaxation.
Sama
Boom has
serigala
gotten
mau
over the
DBU.
months, and you do see
WP speedrun lah
the
ya.
value of that
Ya udah
show
kita nonton
itself
sampai
here
Dominatus ya
in our
guys ya.
first
Oke oke ya.
series.
Dude, the last
Abis ini
time Boom Esports
Dominatus yang
played,
baru main
it
soalnya.
was a loss
Lawan tim
against
apa tadi ya
Lebih
timnya? Lupa lagi gua.
Esports. And now that they're back in the off season, they face off against members of that old Bleed Sports core.
Bentar, aku
and
cek
they
dulu,
just
aku cek
dominate.
dulu.
It just goes to show
Nanti
Boom
Dominatus
is ready
lawan
to go yet again. They brought
Fancy,
in the Boom,
Fancy
they brought
United.
the Bang, and as of right
Fancy
now,
ini dari
they're
mana ya?
moving
Gue
on to
lupa
our
juga.
next round
Bentar
in the
ya.
upper bracket.
Gue cek dulu
What a
Fancy
show
ini
from
dari
What a show of force indeed.
Vietnam.
So looking quickly
Tim
into
Vietnam.
it, they're already at the upper semis, and they're waiting for whoever wins between Fancy United Esports and Dominatus.
Ooh.
Dominatus?
Dominatus.
Dominatus. Wow.
I don't know. I'm being
Dominatus,
fancy with
Natus.
it. It's like Domi, Navi, that kind of thing. And
Ini roster baru mereka nyobain juga ya berarti ya. Nggak tahu deh mereka udah latihan berapa lama ya. Dengan baru aja soalnya kemarin kalau nggak salah ya itunya apa pengumuman rosternya baru aja soalnya kan Dominatus. Cepat adalah jalani jaku. Lebih kayak ini ya, motonya lebih kayak delivery gitu ya, perusahaan delivery daripada tim e-sport. Cepat adalah jalani jaku anjir. Ganti thumbnail kali. Ini aja gue baru bikin tadi thumbnailnya like literally di map 1. Mereka main map 1, gue sibuk bikin thumbnail. Lu mau nyuruh gue bikin lagi. Lanjut deh kayaknya. Bentar, gua ganti judul dulu deh, nggak apa-apa deh. Bentar, siapa tadi? Fancy United versus Dominatus. Bentar. Nah, yang ini gua kagak perlu nulis telat dikit, nggak ngaruh sih. Fancy United is a prod. Oke. Udah diganti. By the way, yang belum like, di like dulu ya guys ya. Jangan pelit-pelit like-nya guys. Oh, by the way, kalau nggak salah gue ada emoji baru deh. Ada emoji baru guys. Coba dicek. Ada emoji baru sih, ingat gue udah keluar. Udah belum ya? Bentar. Ada nih harusnya nih. Ah, tuh, ada tuh. Emoji barunya hoek. biar ada aja. Absen Bang, halo Dimas, welcome. Jangan lupa di like dulu ya, yang belum ya. Biar FYP guys, biar makin rame WP-nya. Muntah uang gak gitu dong. Walaupun warna hijau dolar ya, hitungannya ya. Bentar, berarti kita berarti gue kagak live main dong nanti nih sampai ganti Act 3 ya. Berarti gue kapan grinding ISO-nya aja. Tadi pertandingan sampai kapan coba? Sampai November 5. Tapi kayaknya gue nonton kalau ada tim Indonesia aja nggak sih? Tim Indonesianya masih ada 3 nih soalnya di sini. Ada Dominatus, Boom sama Dewa kan? Ganti Act-nya hari ini. Ganti Act-nya tanggal 1 kok. Belum maintenance. Update-nya tuh tanggal 1 kok. Kalau di kita tanggal 1, di luar kan tanggal 31 kan, telat ya 1 hari hitungannya. Pas ada di Indonesia aja. Ya seperti itu, rencananya seperti itu. Min, lu jago siapa? Maksudnya gue jagoin siapa? Lu pegangnya Boom sih masih. Mereka tuh seringnya ngecok sendiri gitu loh masalahnya. Itu doang. Sebenarnya jago. Tapi kadang-kadang ya itu. Melakukan kesalahan sendiri aja gitu. Pagi kah maintenance kurang tahu ya, gue lupa jam maintain jam berapa, jam 4 kali ya. Lupa juga gue. Tapi kalau nggak salah 1 hari sebelumnya udah 1 hari sebelum apa itu ya? Udah ditutup kompenya itu. Gue lupa berapa itunya, berapa jam sebelum itu nutup kompenya. Penonton baru siapa dong kayak? Penonton baru udah hijau nih. Kok GG? Malam Exus, by the way, welcome to the stream. Welcome to WP. Hari sebelumnya jam 9 malam. Iya, itu. Seingat gue malam juga. Penutupan kompenya. Min, abis game ini selesai apa ada lagi? Untuk pertandingannya hari ini cuma 2 ini. Boom Esports lawan Trying Our Best. Terus ini Fancy lawan Dominatus. Abis itu udah untuk hari ini. Besok ada Dewa United. Paling gue nonton pas Dewanya aja kali ya. Pas Dewa United. Gue pengen grinding ISO nanti anjir. 200.000 X-point lumayan lama tuh. Gue pas nge-unlock si Deadlock juga lumayan itu gue nge-grindingnya. Berapa hari itu? Boom kapan lagi? Harusnya kalau Boom itu hari Rabunya deh kayaknya. Pemenang hari ini di Rabunya main lagi baru. Soalnya besok sudah ada jadwal lagi kan buat 4 tim lain. Ntar yang TH close WP nggak kayak maksudnya? Min Fuyu vs Hokai. Hokai itu siapa Hokai? Hokai Impact. Tim mewah sama tim dominasi. Iya sih kalau di Indonesia ini ada. Oh, dominasitus. Nah, kan tusnya kagak ada tuh bahasa Indonesia ya. ESL Thailand. Emang beda itu ya jamnya ya? Bukannya ESL Thailand udah kemarin ya? Komplit semua ini gue lihat dari jadwalnya. Mereka beda gitu emangnya. Gue nonton lu sambil boker nggak apa-apa. Iya, nggak ada yang larang sih. Lu mau ngapain juga kagak ada yang larang sih sebenarnya. Meledak e-sport. Nggak gitu dong. Lu tahu nggak boom itu apa kepanjangannya apa? Ada loh kepanjangannya, bukan boom meledak maksudnya ini. Karakter yang disukai di Honkai Impact. Sayangnya saya tidak main Honkai Impact. Gue main Impact ini cuman Genshin, itu pun udah lama banget anjir, zaman-zaman baru keluar tuh. Zaman-zaman semua orang suka di look caking. Panjangannya boom, nggak gitu maksudnya. Bukan gitu, tapi oke lah. Apa tuh kepanjangannya? Seingat gue ya, gue nggak tahu bener apa enggak. Tapi seingat gue Beast on Our Mind kalau nggak salah. Jadi ada Beast-nya, makanya kan sebutnya Hungry Beast kan. Berarti mantan sepuh Genshin, tapi gue kagak main. Gue udah langsung pensiun sejak gacha pertama gue langsung ampas semua. Jadi gue kan grinding dulu kan, primo game-nya sampai banyak kan. Gue gacain kagak dapat bintang 5 sama sekali, udah langsung gue buang game-nya. Uninstall hari itu juga. Langsung kecewa gue. Sama bang. Gue tidak sendirian kan. Kalian juga ada kan yang begitu. Admin Fury lagi. Siapa Admin Fury? Kagak ada Admin Fury. Banyak teman gue juga gitu. Iya gimana dong lu, hitungannya kayak udah capek-capek itu lu. Gue bahkan udah lengkapin semua itunya loh. Yang apa sih namanya, yang gue lupa nama sebutannya, collectible itu yang tiap region ada itu loh. Yang angin, ada angin, yang tanah-tanah itu gue lupa tuh elemen apa tuh yang gue kumpulin. Itu udah hampir lengkap itu semuanya anjir gue. Sampai seniat itu gue. Nah itu tuh Anemoculus itu udah hampir lengkap gue. Saking niatnya main itu dulu. Nggak taunya pas gacha tidak dikasih. Kan asu ya. langsung keluar emosi yang saat itu aja. Keluar lagi emosinya. Akun ke band 7 hari gue harus ngapain lah? Ya lu ngapain dulu? Lu kenapa bisa ke band gitu aja dulu deh. Kalau emang lu yang salah ya udah, berarti emang harus menjalani hukumannya dong. Bentar, astaga di Discord gue belum naro ininya ya, bentar ya. Dari tadi gue pikir gue udah naro chatnya di Discord, anjir. My bad lah. Gini nih kalau terlalu buru-buru tadi ya. Nyiapinnya buru-buru banget nih WP nih by the way. Gue bahkan belum ngasih tahu di Discord, anjir, my bad dah. Sorry orang-orang Discord yang biasa dapat notifikasi di Discord, maaf. Bisa nge-ban diri sendiri nggak, Min? Kayak, hah? Tidak dong, AFK gara-gara ada dosen. Ya salah lo main pas ada kuliah gitu kan, berarti kan. Emang kocak lu nya kalau kayak gitu. Lu mau nyurat ke Riot pun juga bingung Riotnya. Ya elah, salah dia sendiri, kita yang harus unban, gimana dong? Kayak pernah nge-troll friendly fire teammate nggak? Gue dulu pernah pas pakai bridge. Gue stun temen gue pernah. Saking kesel ya. Tapi gue nggak pernah kayak gitu atas dasar nge-troll duluan ya. Gue kalau bener-bener kesel sama orangnya misalnya toxic gitu, sama gue omongannya kagak jelas gitu, itu baru gue gituin. Kalau masih bisa diajak ngobrol saya nggak apa-apa gitu. Kalau aku AFK karena gurunya datangnya sama aja itu kasusnya. Kalian jangan main saat ada guru atau dosen kalau lagi di kelas. Gimana? Player luar paling gak asik dari negara mana bang menurut lu? Dari mana ya? Gak bisa ngomong negara, orang mah ya orang aja sih. Lu gak bisa ngekelompokin orang by negara, by ini, by itu. Orangnya ya orangnya aja gitu. Kalau orangnya emang ngeselin ya orangnya aja gitu. Bukan karena dia ini, bukan karena dia itu. Orangnya aja. Paling asik orang India sih, pada kocak-kocak. Gue jarang sih sekarang udah ketemu orang India sih. Gue dulu ada sih, sempat beberapa kali ketemu orang India. Sekarang udah jarang. Atau mungkin ada, cuman dia kagak open mic kali. Nyamin fuyu, tiponya makin kesana sini anjir. Namanya semakin kesana sini anjir. Makin kesini makin kesana namanya. Dominatus ada anu nggak apaan anjir. Terus Revorsi dan teman-temannya kan udah itu. Ini Dominatus yang baru ini. Udah sign out yang itu. Tim lamanya udah keluar semua. Ini baru sebaru-barunya. Gua bahkan kagak tahu nama-nama orang-orang ini anjir. Di Dominatus yang baru ini. Bener-bener baru jadinya. Ini abis ini Vietnam sama Indonesia, Givari. Anjay, depan KPU macet guys, jangan lewat situ. Ya kalau dia emang harus lewat situ gimana? Anjir, jadi dom yokai, dom fuyu. Kemarin PRX yokai, sekarang jadi dom. Semuanya aja, semua tim taruh depan gua dah. Oh ini nih nama tim Yesikan, gue pernah dengar sih kalau Yesikan ya. Hin kayaknya juga pernah. Sisanya 3 orang gue lupa tuh. Visio kayaknya pernah dengar juga. Oh timnya Fancy masih sedikit familiar lah nama-namanya. Kayak udah sering kelihatan gitu di pertandingan. Nah ini yang baru banget nih buat gue nih. Yang mana yang adiknya main freak? Katanya ada adik yang main freak. Yang mana nih guys? Yang tupai kah? Yang tupai. Kenapa nama tupai yang ada di kepala gue sekarang? Yang mana? Yang mana? Namanya siapa? Yang adiknya main freak. Yang tadi bilang adiknya main freak ada di Dominatus siapa? Siapa adiknya? Namanya ada blue-nya. Oh ini golden blue ya berarti ya. Emas biru ini. Mas biru. Golden blue. Oke, itu adanya main freak. Yang nonton 74 like. 74 yang likes kok cuma 40-an men. Iya, banyak yang pelit sama like padahal gratis ya. Kagak cocok banget aja. Aku hanyalah tanaman, guys. Tolong di-like dong. Kagak ada bukannya. Pot Blue beda. Beda lagi itu Pot Blue. Tapi jadi reviewan makanan main Valorant anjir. Habis ini emotnya tanaman. Aduh. Kayaknya udah kagak masalah sih, apalagi ESL kan lumayan ya. IO yang lumayan gede gitu loh, ESL udah. Harusnya sih udah diizinin Riot sih menurut gua per turnamen kayak gini. Aku adalah tanaman. Ah, masa di sini masih ada yang kagak ngerti meme aku adalah tanaman? Anjir kayak gede banget tuh. Kayak yang nonton banyak aja gitu kan. Gue pasti kalau kontennya live clip kayak gitu pasti viewersnya langsung turun anjir. Tidak sebanyak pada biasanya kalau lagi apa sih namanya promosi live. Padahal itu konten yang paling admin fuyu niat editnya live clip, tapi penontonnya paling bawah. So sad jadi. Ngedit di mana tuh? Kasih tahu tuh Min Fuyu ngeditnya di mana. Halo Igon, welcome to the stream. Jangan lupa di like. Thumbnailnya telat ya? Ya lumayan. Itu aja gue pakai thumbnail itu, gambarnya kan thumbnail itu yang Watch Party Boom yang zaman bahula itu ya, yang zaman Pearl itu. Terus backgroundnya aja diganti. Malam Ervan, welcome to the stream. Oh tapi gue nonton map 2 nya kok boom kok, aman. Jadi masih valid apa bawa bendera bumi masih valid. Oh by the way, sorry. Ini udah map pick sama agent pick.
For you to get much value here,
Reina lagi dong. Dominatus bawa Reina coy. Si Tupai bawa Reina anjir.
Get kill, that's it. You take the site. But it's not as straightforward, especially when teams have counter utility. So see
anjir,
right
Golden
now,
Blue ini adanya main freak.
The Brimstone.
Terus dia pakai smoker juga.
Oke.
Kakak ada smoker dua-duanya. Perokok nih dua-duanya nih. Emang boleh seperokok ini satu keluarga?
Because it's only Dominatus that is only looking at the cipher here for be yours, possibly.
I mean, Fancy United used to run a cipher back in Ascension, but I think
buat lawan Fancy agak susah nih ya. Harusnya emang susah sih. Ini Fancy kan hitungannya lebih jadi ya udah timnya ya. Dominatus kan baru banget nih. Baru di announce kapan anjir timnya Dominatus yang ini.
You get 2 initiators along the way, and these small adjustments right now for Fancy United, it's quite a new.
Men kok Anda bisa men-summon thumbnail zaman dulu? Ya kan bikin sendiri. Jadi tinggal diedit.
That we always see on this roster, but beyond that, Dominatus is the one that can be the big mystery, because I look back at their previous outings in the Open Qualifier. Asterai, they have beat
Bayan Reina nggak tuh? Ya sama, dia mau ngikutin meta Pepper Rex kali. Kan Pepper Rex bawa Reina ya, kayak something gitu kalau dibayin.
So overall, Dominatus, they're trying to get their experience against international competition here in this tournament, and I wonder how they're gonna perform right now.
And here's the thing, people I think are starting to forget that this is still a tournament that allows us here in the offseason to bring in the new bloods, the new players.
Kayak kali-kali bikin konten tier skin dong. Waduh, banyak banget udah skin sekarang ya.
Of, you know, new teams, new players wanting to get their toes into the Ascension, into the VCT of it all, right? And this is the perfect tournament to get things started with that. You mentioned how Dominatus started off with a couple of wins with other teams that aren't as known yet.
Kalau ada yang bawa deadlock, gua sembah, waduh.
Scene as a whole. Now they're going up against Fancy United, who still is reforming, but still has some incredibly talented players in their roster. This is definitely going to be a match to watch out for, not only as the not only as viewers but also for the teams as well, for that experience.
Pokoknya kalau ada kata-kata Indonesia langsung asurai, langsung gitu anjir. Sama aja kayak iso jadi
It's honestly questionable
Ke-trigger
given the
kok
performance
gaya
back in
kata-kata.
Ascension. You would think that this was a super team from Vietnam. Things haven't really gone to the plan that we expected, especially
Jadi juga ada
given that
caster
there
yang
are
ngarep
these
bakal
new
ada deadlock.
members
Ya
in
sulit lah.
Cruz as well as
Acuannya belum ada
Suka,
orang yang
who's
pakai
returned
deadlock.
to the
Apa
wild
nggak ada
card.
tim
But I
yang
wonder
segila
now,
itu pakai
which
deadlock
Fancy
masih ya.
United
Jadi
will we get here?
nggak ada
Can they
apa
go back
tidak
to the
ada
caliber
kisah
of
suksesnya
play
gitu
that we
masih deadlock.
expect from
Jadi
them
ya
in
mau
the
gimana?
region?
Well, at least looking, if you looked at the Dominatus experience with the previous teams that they played quite recently, I'm looking at
Ini
the
Jet
ones
kok masih meta ya,
for
bagaimanapun
Fancy.
ya.
It's
Duelist
been
movementnya ya
mid-lane.
ya masih bisa meta lah.
Lukewarm. It's like
Duelist
they
movement
win
mah.
one series, they lose another one, and it's been kind of just happening in the tournaments that they have joined. Anyways, here we go.
By the way, di sini kagak ada Jet kok.
Yeah, Fancy needs to get rid of that
Public aja banyak
vulnerableness that we've seen
this moment.
in the offseason so far, and this might be best chance because you have explosive players like Jin who gets
Mindo yang
first
mana?
blood in
Itu
the
Dominatus,
series. So
Dominatus.
a big pick to start things off. Already stalling the short push of Dominatus. Fishu also prepared right now for the shower.
Kalau ada yang bawa deadlock, aku perpanjang member channel ini bulan depan loh. Berarti lu kagak mau itu, kagak mau perpanjang bulan depan anjir.
Make their way towards A.
That's
Parah
pretty big
banget.
as well. If Senpai didn't get that kill on the player holding showers, that might have been a different turn here from Dominatus. In any case, Cruz
Min jarang lihat Neon ya, udah
big
jarang sih
flanks
Neon.
from the sky as well. That's gonna be yes,
Soalnya
I can.
mudah ke counter deh, kayaknya karena itu deh.
Because Cruz is alone. He's gonna have to clear basically lamps by himself, and it doesn't work out. Good damage onto Be Yours. But this
Bang,
does
telat
not
nggak?
make yes I can.
Ini udah game 2 sih.
He's out in the open. And he's
Tadi
been
Boom main di
spotted
map
already
2
by
langsung
one.
gua juga live-nya.
Peaked and now taken down. Dominatus take pistol away from Fancy United. And already you can see for Fancy a bit of struggles at the start in terms of that staying power. Fisho, he was the one holding on to Shower 2-Pi, that big pick that you mentioned, giving that opportunity.
Apakah
And as
ISO
soon as
akan
that
overpower?
happens, the cascade
Not
from Dominatus,
really.
the way that they made that pitch happen towards that A side, it was so quick that Fancy wasn't prepared for it.
They were not at all, because they had such good control on short already, and then it just kind of fumbled as they committed so hard for that, because Suka's initial position there was so close that you knew that it was do or die. If it didn't work out,
Ada kakak sama-sama main smoker. Ya mungkin justru karena kakaknya smoker jadi bisa ngasih itu ya wejangan gitu ya. Nih kalau lu main smoker gini.
Be Yours actually placing it there
Gituin
just to hold the work.
mungkin.
And this is the perfect use for that Cypher on
Apakah
attack.
turnamen ini
You
bisa
just
ISO?
don't want
ISO aja belum
anybody
keluar.
to come around the corner once
Gimana
you
mau
pressure the
pakai
other side of the map.
agent
giving
yang baru keluar juga
much
biasanya
needed,
belum bisa masuk VCT.
peace of mind for the Dominatus players.
Yeah, and I think this composition for Dominata is so good on the 4-1 default. You have that double duelist that can be very explosive. The Reyna can help out the Raze in terms of the entry. You have the Sky Flashes to boot. And sure, Dominatus, they're not going to have many chances as soon as they burn all their utility, but it's going to be a big hit coming the way of Fancy on the Antico especially. Judge in hand, 6 key is able to
Mereka
unlock
punya
the kill on
reforce yang
the
baru
Suka.
anjing Dominatus ternyata. Sama aja mainnya pakai Raze dan Judge gini anjir.
Jin gets 2 before he falls. And
Gimana?
Crew is also still fighting back. Damage done here for Fancy United. Stellar on the eco so far.
Ternyata mereka punya reforce juga.
Will get his kill there.
Mainnya sama gitu, anjir.
To begin the series.
Reforce C-nya Chan anjir,
Solid hold though
Reforce
from
Chan anjir
Fancy
yang gini.
United here. But you're absolutely right. Great start here from
Adeknya
Dominatus. I was
juga
already
nih, Kak.
expecting them to maybe just be that one team that just rushes out into the site. No
Reforce part 2.
form possibly
aja dah.
there, but they are looking solid with how they've been approaching
Sama
these fights,
aja, anjir,
especially
bawaannya
that
Judge.
double satchel from
Shotgun,
Senski. Is
shotgun, anjir.
that a prelude or a bit of a trailer to what we might see here in this show that they are trying to show to us?
Ini lah,
In any
enggak sih
case,
kayaknya ini
here we go.
online sih masih.
Third round for
Nanti
the
kalau nggak
bye
salah
here
nanti kalau
of Fancy.
di sini pemenangnya di sini ke Thailand seingat gue ya.
This is where things get
Dengar-dengarnya.
interesting. Pain Shells though into play. Fisho has to retreat from it. Snakebite also for the stall. It's a similar setup here for Fancy United, like that first round. But now they have the guns to work with. Bucky though here from
shotgun
60,
lagi, bro.
and he's just able to make his
Ya.
work happen. Suka though and
Padahal
Jin on
kepalanya
the board this
nyala.
time
Udah
around.
kelihatan
Fancy
duluan kayaknya.
United, they're able to win the duels that they would like, and Capiche is the last one standing. 1v2 though.
sangar juga nih
Isolated
orang.
versus yes I can.
Boleh-boleh
And a
nih
big
Dominatus
chance made
baru
here
nih.
by Dominatus.
Boleh-boleh.
Jin, the only one still standing. Capiche.
One hit, let's go.
Find an angle here. Use the Seekers to get the intel. 6 bullets in the chamber also. goes
6
for
peluru, 6 peluru bisa lah, tapi 6
Waiting for
peluru
Jin to
dengan
swing
1
if
bullet cukup.
ever. So much patience though from Jin. Capisha has to be ready for this if ever, and Capisha finds his mark. The clutch comes with the 4K even, and the bonus is won by Dominatus.
Anjay.
Jeez, tap after tap after tap. I honestly thought that it was supposed to be Fancy United. They already
Asik
got
gini.
the massive swing of kills. Greedy push from Fishio,
Di luar
yes, but then
dugaan, guys, di
Suka
luar
somehow
dugaan.
gets a couple more kills on.
Gua pikir Fancy bakal
Showers there on
mendominasi,
Bats,
mendominatus.
And then out of nowhere, Capisha hits the massive
Apakah
taps
sukses
on
generasinya?
every single player
Dilihat
who
dari-
just went up against him.
boleh-boleh.
And not only that, he's 7-0-0 right now. He has gotten no faults at the start of these 3 rounds.
And you can see now, Fancy United, there's
Oh, no.
explosiveness here, courtesy of Jin.
Gua
But the
nggak tahu sih,
judge
tapi kayaknya Fancy-nya
again!
yang main
What is up
aneh nggak sih?
with
Apa
Indonesian
gimana ya?
players on the race with a shotgun? Even in the previous iteration of Dominatus,
Wait,
there was
where?
one on Rick. Now you got it on 6 key. And well, here we go again. B site wide open. Suka, the one playing over Zahoka, has a Vandal in
Map
hand.
picknya siapa? Waduh, gua
Dominatus,
kagak
they're in
ini
control
kagak ingat
right
lagi
now.
map picknya siapa tadi, ada tulisannya ya.
This is so clean from Dominatus. Oh, and I really like, you know, having a little bit of your
The new
sentinel
Revorsi.
utility, even if you're not killjoy.
Tidak sebarbar
just based
Revorsi, tapi
on
mainnya
the
shotgun
spike,
mulu
just to
juga.
kind of add a little
Itu
bit
kalau
more
Revorsi
layering
di
to
satchel
this.
itu.
And what is already a huge layer.
dia
because
lebih-
it's not
lebih
going to
kalem,
be a
anjir.
4 versus 5 on that retake. Tupai is in a huge position. They actually just hold the contact.
Kalau
There's
Revorsi
going
kan
to be a
tiap round
refrag, possibly
satchelnya
with
hilang
no
ya,
Cruz.
habis ya.
Hits the shot for the double. And here comes the retake of Fancy United. Turn on its
Suka though peeking out 6
Mennya bikin emot muntah uang. Itu bukan uang, itu muntah biasa
and let loose
aja.
the juice as he gets 3.
By
Capisha
the way,
though over on the
gambarkan
corner,
gula
time
ya.
running out here for Fancy United.
Emang
Cruz
tugas
though
ya.
stepping up when he needs to the most, and it's now all up to the
Yeah.
Sniper, all up to be yours, but behind him, it's
Nice
Victor
try,
with
bro.
the ankle.
Nice try.
Is it gonna be enough time for
no.
Fancy?
Dapat nggak?
It will
Enggak ya?
be very, very
Anjay.
close, but you said it
Boleh,
yourself.
boleh.
No time, no
Masih
way.
boleh.
And
Tus,
Fancy
tus.
cannot find a round whatsoever.
I had to put the. Sorry, I was just clapping.
Kenapa jadi
That
makan
was
aja anjir?
so clutch from both players. Cruz hitting the double kill on Tupai as well as.
Ini benar-benar bagus ya regenerasi. Nggak tahu sih, gue bingung kenapa. Gua bingung sih, ini Fancy kenapa?
Able to get a kill inside
Apa
the
belum
tube.
panas gitu kan?
Very minimal HP, hits the showstopper in the oncoming Suka from Hookah, and then Bior
Lebih rapi.
Octagon getting the kill through his tripwire just so that they can secure that round. Absolutely phenomenal from both teams, but at the end of the day, that was a Dominatus round.
And here we go again. 6 keys ready for it. Jin spotted out by the tripwire.
Tuh kan, dia kayak mainnya kayak
full aggress on the round. But
Wow,
Fishu,
tidak
he
menyangka
just
itu di
blends in
push.
with the crowd and gets 2 before
Tidak
he's
menyangka.
found. From this point on, Fancy with a big chance. They have the advantage. They pick up Tupai who had the spike, and everything's left now to 6 key. All by his lonesome. Guardian though picked up along the way to give him that range. Jin though ready for this if ever to jump deep now to get the confirmation.
Nggak bisa lagi sih, itu udah di double pick gitu aja.
With the kill.
Udah di totem pick.
First round for Fancy United after such a scrappy beginning to this one.
Fancy PH bukan Vietnam.
Grueling rounds.
VN.
We are seeing a great start. These, okay. Maybe I'm foreshadowing.
Itu
maybe
mereka
I'm just,
kaget sih, kaget doang sih, karena
saying it a
kaget
little
doang
bit too
gara-gara
early, but
ditembusin
I am
sama
just
Vipernya
having
sini.
fun with these rounds,
Si
man.
Fancy
These are-
dapat
these are
timing
just
anjir.
down to the wire. So
Ketika
much
semua orang
action
lagi ngeliat ke
happening.
sana.
Absolutely phenomenal. If
Para
you were just watching this.
Keluar hookah anjir.
Any case,
Tiba-tiba nongol.
Creds purchase
long.
for Dominatus looking a little bit on the lighter side, but they're not stopping. Look at this, the double satchel once again from Sixky. This man is fearless.
Main lu jago tim Indo siapa? Maksudnya jagoin tim Indo.
So far in
Kalau
this game, in
itu sih
terms of
gimana
economy,
ya? Tetap boom lah.
now it's biting
Kalau
them
jagoin
in
ya.
the butts. Got Jindo prepared now for the angle, but Bior's a two-bite.
cannot bohong lah.
Again from Dominatus,
Waduh,
giving them a chance.
ada gila-gila ya.
No fear, but it might just be time for a bit of hubris as Fisho will get that one. Does drop down to try and push into
Waduh.
shower alongside his teammate.
Gila.
And Fisho is explosive in the shower take. Here comes the Empress
okay.
online from Tupai. Uses the
mereka
paranoia into
harus-
play to go for the stall. And it's 2v2 as
Bahaya sama
Yes,
Sky
I
nih.
can also looking for a target now. Be yours and Tupai. They want to clear
Nice
this out,
trap,
pick up
nice
the sniper.
trap.
Cruz has the angle. 3 now for Tupai and 1v1. Yes, I can. He's been clutch before for Fancy United.
Oh iya,
Can
namanya
he
Yes I
perform
Can ya,
now
bukan Yes I
against a
Can ya.
monster in Tupai?
Tadi gua ngomong Yes I Can anjir.
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can, yes, I can,
Moving
Nurai.
into lamps. Yes, 5 bullets still in the chamber here. Has to right for Tupai. moving towards the backside even, and they're just wrapping around one another.
30 seconds.
Dom siapa-siapa yang main, gue kagak tahu juga. Ini player-player baru aja, Dom ini. Gue belum pernah dengar nama-namanya ini.
A chance actually to rotate towards B if ever.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen
baru
here. Now that he spots nobody, he's
mungkin
gonna
dari
run
qualifier sebelumnya.
He can run behind him, but he can't run too quickly, just in case Tupai is looking
Kenapa
for
cinematic
that
gini aja?
flag. 5 bullets still. I don't believe he reloaded at all.
Oh no,
He's just
Tupai.
about to swing.
Wah.
I think he overread it.
Yeah, I was thinking Tupai expecting the teleporter play into hookah, right? And then he'd say, okay, CT's where I can go for the reload, reset myself, but yes, I can. Hounding his targets, and the name says it all. He's the one to rely on for fancy.
Iya, tadi makanya gue bilang kan, Dominatus bagus sih untuk ini.
Yeah.
Karena salah satu itu kan, salah satu kekhawatiran gue juga regenerasinya Valorant di Indonesia kayak gimana. Belum ada nama-nama baru kan sebelumnya. Kalau bikin tim pasti orang-orangnya itu lagi kan. Jarang gitu nyari yang baru gitu. Ini gue senang dengan langkahnya Dominatus sebenarnya. Dan kalau mereka jadi bagus juga performanya, lebih bagus lagi. Lebih menyenangkan lagi.
Come on, the identity of the team, make those kind of plays and find ways to just get immediate kills. We move though towards B side as now Sixky yet again playing the entry, judge in hand. Keeping, yes, I can at bay. Here's the shotgun now. He's gonna respect that space. And Dominatus, this is their side to take, but the hookah is a problem. 2 from Fancy United. In position, on the high ground. CXC assisted now in his push. Classic out also, but Tupai already into his trouble. The pinch perfect from Dominatus. Another one for B yours. And they can navigate the towards A this time around.
Suka can't really peek that because there's like 3 players going in on their own side of the spawn. Topsy-turvy has this round gone. Fisio's gonna still be at the A site. And there's so
Golden Blue adiknya Maverick. Iya, tadi udah dikasih tahu.
Yes, it does.
Pas banget lagi timingnya kelihatan dari shower kayak gitu.
Step in the right direction. Fisio gets another.
Wah, Vipernya PR banget nih Viper.
Okay,
dapat dari shot.
Another one.
Shotnya dapat.
Fisio is just on fire right now from the shower's position.
Fisio yang ngeri sih guys.
Again. 4 for Fisio. He's read the opposition, but now he's found by Biors.
Mantap Biors.
He got close, but Dominata still gets it done.
Mantap, di clutch dulu.
Oh my god, these rounds are going
serem tuh dari Fisio tuh.
The wire.
Lagi panas dia cuy. Sejak mendapatkan timing di long jadi ngeri gitu.
Dominatus just keep pushing elbow, especially knowing now that guys, they TP'd. If Jin is in that TP, we cannot plant on B because
by the way, yang belum like dulu ya guys ya.
We don't really want to get
biar FYP guys bantu live ini biar bisa FYP dengan cara di like guys.
Pushing and go to spawn.
Easy peasy.
Work wonders for Dominatus there up to a certain
by the way, time out nih kayaknya guys.
Hitting all the shots, but still.
Waktunya tidak bergerak.
Yeah, I feel like Dominatus, they're understanding so well how to clear out these sites. They just need to be careful of Fancy United.
Reporsi Junior gimana cara bacanya? Six finger aja udah six finger lagi. Jadi player lain kan. 6K.
When you're not clearing out showers whatsoever. We've seen Fisho use that angle again and again. But the problem now for Fancy, they're lacking in the money. They have a few ultimates to work with, yes.
Aku udah suruh nenek aku buat like min. Wah, respect. Aku butuh lebih banyak nenek-nenek seperti ini. Butuh nenek-nenek.
Another double satchel. No, just a slow creep up on showers there. Ooh, the flash so that they expect that it might be a B. It's only Fisio holding the A site by himself.
Classic.
Mainnya kan itu kan. Dia
how's that gonna work?
Nyuruh musuhnya datang ke dia anjir mainnya. Race yang ini anjir. Reporsi kan dia datang ke musuh ya.
The fact they're putting all these forces towards showers just to clear out
Reporsi tidak akan tuh hawk angle seperti itu.
The Seekers and the Trailblazer. And a snake bite gets the connection. Sixky just navigating on through. Fisio though being such a big bane with the poison. Tupai waiting for anyone to peek out if ever.
Satchelnya masih utuh anjir. Satchelnya masih utuh nih orang.
Onto the round. Fisho with the flash into the spray down. The traps are beautiful.
Waduh, sayang banget pelurunya. Itu belum di nerf, itu judge kayak gitu ya. Bayangkan kalau di nerf lebih parah lagi berarti ya. Maksudnya tidak sesakit itu berarti nanti.
Ready here for Dominatus, a map like mine. It's an insta win if you can time it right. And Fancy, they need to clear out the angles towards slabs.
Pernah nonton nenek kakek main di turnamen CSGO nggak? Gue kan kagak ngikutin CS anyway ya.
Waiting for the swing if ever. Yes, I can. Oh, peeks away. Now the molly's there too. Suka on defuse duty has to let it go after getting halfway. Be yours. It's mine with the 2K for him. And it's 6-2 as Dominatus gets another one.
That was annoying to be on the side of Fancy United. You already know a fully equipped Brim who has saved his molly, his orbital strike for post-plan, especially when you don't have the time to figure out where they are, where he could be. Yeah, and even if you do, he could just run away, right? It's so difficult to deal against that, and you see Fancy being put in that position. There's nothing that they could do.
Parah banget adiknya main free kurang bersinar katanya. Ini nih kenapa smoker jarang ada orang mau main smoker nih. Padahal kerjaannya banyak juga tuh smoker. Lu jangan ngelihat orang dari killnya tahu. Kalau dia kerjain tugasnya sebagai smoker ya udah.
Rolling Thunder gonna be the call, and 6 he can't get one. Apparently the Boombot does, but Fancy they found the frags.
Biarin teman-temannya aja yang nge-kill. Tuh dapat kok dapat 2 tuh tadi.
Answer back in kind. 1v1 now, but Fisho.
Tapi Asu di Fisho-nya ngeri cowok. Fisho-nya ngeri aja. Fisho-nya. Oh my god. This guy. Carry the whole team aja nih orang. Berat punggung dia.
It's Wilden, but I will also say it just feels like it should be a little bit more like 3-3, but it's 3-6. Dominatus is still somehow, well, sorry for lack of a better term, dominating this game. That one round,
paling susah tahu.
All of the 6 shots, but it was so close. 2Pi and Golden Blue were
Visionya lagi gacor nih.
I think it's an interesting call for Fancy. Because we've seen from Dominatus, Asura, if you notice, their biggest strength is playing the entry. Sometimes they struggle in the mid-rounding in some of the calls against certain angles. So if Fancy removes that from the equation, takes the fight early on, yes, it gets scrappy. But we've seen Fancy United get the job done twice already in their 3 rounds. Spike though left behind, an eco state for Dominatus. Suka prepared for this push alongside Jin, and they're just so
reading
this push. Flash comes on out. Suka with the first.
Oh ini kagak kena sih soalnya ya, bridge-nya ya. Covernya mantap juga tuh covernya.
A lot now that they lost their Sky. Heal's gonna be non-existent.
Ngeselin sih ini bridge-nya, ngeselin sih.
Especially when they want to get a little bit more control.
Emang tugasnya lebih.
Oh, the timing is gonna be sick here, but the double swing.
Tapi kayaknya Iko ya.
Be yours gets overwhelmed. Yes, I can.
Enggak Iko ya. Tadi
Is he gonna throw out the Seekers or save it for the next one? It's a 5 versus 2. You can definitely build a bit of
mau lihat Iko apa enggak, gue bingung soalnya kagak ada HUD-nya kayak di VCT kan.
Double push.
Yang kiri kanan gitu.
Cruise. Okay, he's hitting some shots with the Bucky. But yeah, it's
kagak bisa lihat loud-outnya gitu.
Not this one.
Yeah. I mean, he got 1 with the Bucky. It's already impressive to say the least.
Ayo yang belum like dulu guys. Ratusin dulu dong like-nya yuk. Yang nonton ini 100 masa like-nya belum.
It's the same old
Bisa
story
kali.
with the Bucky and the Judge. I do wonder though now what
bentar,
else
ngambil minum dulu.
bring here. We've seen how strong their entries can be, but Fancy has found the answer in 2 different forms. Taking the aggression, playing it back. It needs to be Dominatus finding those immediate picks that have found value to open up these sites here.
Well, they might be able to do that now, especially with the showstopper available here for 6ski. And if that happens, if he does get a pick, Neural Theft
kok minum lah. Siapa yang bilang gue VTuber anjir?
You know, ultimately just kind of create a little bit more opportunities.
Kita tidak pernah mendefinisikan diri kami sebagai
first Fancy United is in kind of stopping them from getting that quick burst in, because I think they also realize Dominatus is that team that loves to go for those quick burst entries and
aku udah maksa kucing aku like okay.
Fisho has been losing a lot to Senpai in this fight in Shadow.
Boleh maksa itu tapi jangan sampai animal abuse ya.
He's a top fragger right now for the game and for the team.
Face reveal kagak ada sih rencana face revealan.
And immediately look at just how much respect he gives to the Reina.
Oh yeah. Yes, I can. Couldn't find the tracking 6. With another one, and here we go. It's in with the answer. Explosions abound all throughout this B side. But Suka holding down that hookah yet again. It's 1v2 now. Rifle picked up, but it's a trap. As Suka has
posisinya udah kekunci anjir.
Down. Fancy a power position.
Ente.
Round after round towards Suka here.
Fancy-nya sepertinya udah mulai panas guys. Guys, udah saatnya panik sepertinya.
Raising everything.
Waduh.
I will stop there. Well, you can see how much impact both
sepertinya udah boleh ini.
Have been put
Getar
up
dikit boleh.
On both the races with the kills. loving that. But you're absolutely right. The punish play for Fancy really
Bang,
is
kenapa nama gue jadi hijau? Ya mungkin dikasih orang kan ada gift member ya.
Their options were
Kemarin ada yang ngasih banyak tuh.
4-0 or either start this half. And
Targetin boleh, ini udah boleh.
By Fancy who
Sudah diizinkan untuk targetin.
Playstyle, but maybe a quick push on short could change things.
Lapar nih, ya makan dong.
And even more so as Jin starts things off with a frag onto Tupai. So a beautiful beginning here for Fancy. We've seen that this Jin
Sepertinya waktunya saya mau dia duduk. Dari tadi ngapain lo berarti anjir? Nonton sambil berdiri lo.
Now the fight
Iya.
even showers
Iya.
dead man's
Raw
zone.
bener.
Speaking of dead, Jin gets another
Boleh
one.
dipertanyakan
Both
tuh.
duels down. Dominatos are
Raw bener
struggling to
masuknya.
find a way in.
This is a really nice way to just stop aggression on short. Capisha? Ooh. Forces
Ini
Jin to
FF
just
iya
back
bener,
away. I
ini
know that we've
FF
seen this
remaster,
every single round for
domination,
Fancy here, but the stun
version
in
HD,
quick succession there on short by the
remaster.
breach, and then just having the
Game of
flash
the Year
just
version.
in case they
Mampus
push out
lu.
and not even hitting the one player that you have on short. is
Semuanya tuh gue masukin.
pretty smart from Fancy here to utilize.
Deluxe Edition nah.
Fancy has every
Wah,
bit
tuh,
of
dah
setup
lengkap.
in the camera, looking perhaps for Fisher if he does dare move into shower. Seeker Zone gonna be the play. This will immediately call the attention of Fisher. Breaks the first cabbage.
Geprek kecap masih jadi favorit lu nggak? Aduh, gue udah kagak bisa makan geprek kecap anjir. Gue sedih soalnya tempat biasa gue makan geprek tutup sepertinya kayak deket sini. Jadi gue harus mencari geprek yang lain. Harus mencari tempat makan geprek yang lain anjir. Offset.
I like how Fisho knows that if they push that far into his ultimate, a shorty shot is enough because they'll be like,
roster Dominator sebelumnya mana bang? Belum ada itu sih, belum ada konfirmasi mereka kemana sih. Belum ada yang narik juga mungkin ya. Ya kita lihat aja nanti, kan masih ada ini ya, tim-tim gede yang belum ngeliatin roster mereka yang terbaru nanti buat 2024 ya.
Probably worst weapon to die at long range from.
Yeah, Fancy United right now. We're seeing their
Ditinggal pas lagi senang-senangnya.
They're playing to their strengths, especially.
Gak tau, gue udah dari dulu suka kali. Jadi
each round we would see the improvement.
apapun kayaknya bakal suka.
At the start, they were overrun by 6-key as well as Capisha. Near the tail end, we would see them adjust their position, put themselves in more.
Apakah Onyx akan kembali? Wah, kurang tahu ya kalau Onyx ya. Gue dengar-dengarnya tuh Bigetron mungkin ya. Kayaknya bakal balik kalau Bigetron. Kalau Onyx gue nggak tahu.
As we move to the second half here.
Tapi cuman denger ya, bisa aja batal. Kan saya bukan orang dalam sana ya. Cuman denger-denger aja nih.
But they're starting to rotate bodies once again. Did they nade early on?
Paling sedih ketika penjual yang jadi langganan pindah entah kemana. Betul.
But if they didn't, that means
ketika lu sudah nyaman dengan dia,
for
fix geprekannya dia atau apapun yang dia masak lah ya, nggak cuma geprek kali.
His nade, if it's still available,
ternyata dia hilang.
Can actually just stop the plant and
by the way ini 6-6 ya, gue baru sadar aja.
Opening here for Dominatus to punish the offense.
Also kalau di pertandingan kayak gini tidak ada kayak jam istirahatnya ya. Kalau half time gitu kan biasanya ada istirahat 2 menit ya kalau di VCT ya. Di sini nggak ada. Langsung main aja.
Able to cross his way to the other
Min
side.
Viper bisa dibuat sentinel kah? Bisa. Dia emang semi sentinel gitu.
4-1 split for the time
hitungannya.
being. Noise being made by the sky, but Fisho spotted by the cam. Jin now looking to play
terutama Kang
the
Cukur.
spike towards
Iya
that
lagi.
side.
30 seconds.
Already
Bingung lu kalau dia pindah ya. Waduh. Tidak sadar sudah di situ.
Humbling his opposition. A big pick from Fancy United to
Bang,
begin
bang,
the
bang.
round.
Peluru habis bang.
Before the swing comes in triplicate, but Fancy United they're ready for this. Golden
Iya,
Blue fighting
pelurunya
back.
habis.
It's 1v2. Runs
Nyantel
out
lah,
of bullets,
Bo.
runs out of life, and the pistol goes Fancy United's favor.
Man, that was clean from Fancy.
Tiba-tiba pengen wedang ronde. Cukup random ya. Nonton Valorant jadi pengen wedang ronde. Cukup random ya.
With that smoke on cubbies, just anybody's just hovering there, maybe even inside tube is not gonna feel comfortable at all to push out.
Wah gila, Fancy nembaknya lagi oke nih guys, lihat tuh.
As well, just it being a smoke, and then
Fancy
again, as you
nembaknya udah mulai
mentioned, Jin, no fear,
mengerikan.
having so much at his
Kita belum panas aja
at
tadi
his
anjir.
leisure to help him support that push on the B side. Absolute thing of beauty. But here comes the 5-man push from Dominatus on short.
Yeah, Dominatus throwing caution to the wind, and now
Tadang.
they're ready to get
Di
into
absen
the
lah.
B-Driver. Jin, 1,
sudah
2,
di absen kalau
3,
begini.
it's easy
Udah,
for
AC,
him.
AC,
Goes
AC
for the
lah,
fourth,
Bo.
give him the ace, why
Ya,
don't you?
diambil AC-nya.
Away.
Guys, Icon nggak bisa
We
gitu
haven't gotten-
dong.
Oh no, we haven't gotten an ace throughout the day so far.
Parah banget. Pada saat tadi
My day's
6-2
ruined.
iya
This
anjir.
tournament's ruined. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Apakah
I'm
intro
kidding,
tim
guys. It's been
anjir?
amazing. If you're just tuning in and you haven't watched the first series, just check the past broadcast and you're in for a treat because Boom was just insane there. But yes, this this day one's been good.
Rip Aceh.
And Jin is showing
Ya udahlah ya,
again why
setidaknya
he's
tidak
been
mental
such a
breakdown
traveler
jadinya ya.
throughout his career, playing in the PH for quite a while, going
Tapi
to
nggak tahu sih
Nightbot,
apakah sudah
going to
mental
Vietnam,
breakdance, jangan-jangan
and
Dominatus kan.
truthfully, one of the star
Bang,
duelists
bisa
in
bang.
the Vietnamese
Si
scene
bisa.
for good reason. He just gets so explosive in any kind of situation. 21 kills to his name even.
Truly, and it didn't start like this.
Ini kalah gugur Kamen. Jujur aja gue nggak tahu bracketnya.
He was
Jujur aja
looking
nih.
a little bit cold. Maybe
Gue aja nih nge-stream aja literally 30 menit sebelum
Dominatus has been with their
pas pertandingannya
offense.
udah mulai.
But this is where
Baru
you do
dipersiapin
tend
anjir.
to also give Fancy the
Jadi gue
credit
kagak tahu
of
bracketnya.
they were also pretty fast at adjusting. That 0 to what was it, 4 or 5 turned into a 6 to 6 at the end of
Kayaknya bahkan belum masuk
at the end
bracket
of the
deh ini.
half.
I mean, it's a stellar recovery here for Fancy United. Here, and Dominatus on the other end are the ones on the back foot. Bonus time here for Fancy also. And Dom, just waiting now for someone
By the way,
to come their
100-in
way.
dulu like-nya guys
Fancy
ya.
don't have
Yang belum
rotated
like, monggo.
accordingly. As a full
Isi di like
unit, they're coming
dulu.
in from short, they have the Viper wall set up. And with a fault line and
Kata gua sih
Trailblazer to
pundung
clear
ACD
out
ambil,
lamps,
enggak lah.
Fancy United are comfy
Gak
with
tahu
the
sih
space that they're taking.
orangnya beda-beda ya. Tapi kalau gue
And this
orangnya
damage on 2
Aceh diambil ya udah bodo amat.
case at all. Maybe.
Yang penting
No,
menang.
he still hits the shot. Absolutely
nice,
amazing
nice.
for 2-Pi right there.
Nice trade,
Zexky
nice trade.
helping it out. Throws out the satchel just to stop the plan if ever. Does he have another one? Yes, displaces them, but they do not
Di atas ada upper
displace
bracket dia lagi.
Great position on lamps.
Gak tahu tapi gue bracket secara keseluruhannya ya gue kagak tahu. Waduh, kalah lagi nih. Gimana ini?
Striking back hard 9-6.
Oh, you're witty, huh? Wordplay. But it seems like Fancy United.
Ini Dominatus yang ada Reforci. Reforci udah kagak di Dominatus, udah bubar itu Dominatus yang dulu. Ini yang baru.
To keep their cross
Jadi
so covered and
sudah
so
tidak
safe.
ada Dominatus
Added to the breach
Reforci,
and the
Goten,
Sky's
Valdin,
Trailblazer.
siapa lagi itu kemarin
Lamps
tuh.
is free for Fancy
Dominatus
United
tuh.
to take. And it was up to
Karapes?
2-Pi
Apa sih?
to
Sama
stop
nih, gue lupa
the
lagi.
plant in its tracks. With that not
Udah
happening,
diganti.
Fancy was just in control and they have gotten a 7-round win streak.
Min,
over
aku
the
udah
past
like
two
2 kali ya,
halves.
berarti
So
enggak
it's
dong
all
kalau
Fancy
gitu.
right now.
Ryzen iya salah satunya Ryzen betul.
They're so fancy, and they already know. They're in that fast lane. You know?
From LA to Tokyo, or in this case, from Vietnam to Indonesia. Still though, Cruz.
Oh, wow.
That's a big pick. Fancy United again. For
Sejak kapan ganti?
Summer, you
Beberapa
remember,
minggu lalu
especially
apa ya?
Cruz seems to have been so
Beberapa
good
saat lalu
at
kok
finding
nggak
those kills.
selama
Yes,
itu
I
kok.
can though.
Mereka
The form
announce-nya
is back.
farewell.
The name is there.
Terus digantikan yang
Natsuki
baru-baru ini,
has
5
opened
orang
up
ini.
This is bad for Dominatus. Yes, I can. Getting into that
Dominatus Indo,
groove
iya, Indo,
once
Indo.
again. And here's also a difficult
Dominatus tapi
thing.
beda.
In this
Beda
match for
roster
both of the
sudah ya.
teams. If you make a mistake,
Kalau
or
kalian
rather if
belum
you get a pick
update,
and you get picked off, you can get healed by your
kelihatan tadi
teammates.
jatuh
In any
racing.
case, 2-Pi, let's see. One tap, one kill.
No
Ah,
way. 2-Pi's inside. The flash is there.
Udah.
And okay.
Tapi
2-Pi's
udah
still
lah ya.
fighting. 2-Pi's still fighting. Oh, the knife.
Dia kena
Suka.
vulnerable dicucuk ya udah lah ya.
Okay. A little
Udah lah ya
bit
kalau kayak
here
gitu lah ya.
last, But Fancy United make it 10 here, Asrai.
Anjir. Udah armor pecah gitu kan.
But completely
Cucuk,
stopped Dominatus.
anjir.
Oh, we do have tactical timeouts in
Gak
this
apa-apa, gak apa-apa.
tournament.
Biar
Oh, yeah.
biar dapat pengalaman pertandingan
Where was that
mental
last
kena
game?
dulu boleh kali.
Alright,
Kalian
in
kan
my defense,
roster
I
baru
haven't-
nih.
again, I haven't
Nih,
casted
rasain
once,
dulu di
and
turnamen nih.
No,
We
I
didn't
mean-
see it in the last game. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Where was
In the
this
last
last
series.
Gimana
series?
mental Anda bisa breakdance kapan saja ya?
It kind of just ended 13-2 without any timeouts, but you understand why Dominus is taking this timeout. It's just been Fancy United from what 6-3, 6-4 if I remember correctly.
Sepertinya next
Yeah,
game.
6 standing.
Santai. Walaupun ini
Fancy
mereka
overall.
ganti side
It's
belum
just so
dapat poin
impressive
ya.
how they get these strong positions, especially towards a Lamps is
Tapi
Fancy's
gimana
territory.
dong?
It's
Rizky bawa
Fischio
operator
setting
nih.
that up so well for him. The picks coming on.
Belum
in
pernah kan
Fuse
kalian
along
lihat
the
Reforci
way.
pakai
His double
operator
control
nih.
is getting value all
Setidaknya di
across the
VCT ya,
map
kalau
into
di-
the post plant because
kalau
of
di
how
streamnya
Fancy's
kayaknya
been
sering
playing
dia.
this.
Yeah,
Oh, dapat OP.
absolutely. Agree with that. And there has been, again, Dominatus is that team. We already know that the way that they structure or the way that they approach their plays, even on their defense, is just to be aggressive. 3-man push altogether. But it hasn't been working because Fancy, it's either they got the timing, it's
Kalau
either
ingat
they're
ada
just,
yang time out, ingat si Flip ngambil
aware
GoFood.
of it,
Aduh,
they're ready
itu
for
kapan
it,
ya?
and they just keep
Zaman-zamannya
winning
pertandingan
those,
caster tuh bukan
those
sih?
frags. Look at these, the kills
Anjir.
right now for Dominatus. They've been
Pertandingan caster tapi bawa
so
pro player
much,
aja.
welled up in the first half, and it's all but stopped. 12 kills on Tupai is the best that they can get right now, or the highest that they can get right now as of the moment.
Yeah, it's been explosive from Dominatus in the beginning of the map, but right now, it's more so a weapon from them. Instead, Jin bringing in the boom with the showstopper, launches it towards elbow, keeping the
Langsung
sky
bersih
at
side-nya,
bay.
anjir.
And Fancy
Kalau
United, a
itu
quick
ya,
save
Race kalau
towards
ada
B
ulti emang kayak
already.
gitu,
Job's
guys.
not done. Fisher with Poison Cloud also.
Langsung bersih,
Already
anjir.
such a setup for Fancy United. We've seen this from Fancy. They're ready for the
Waduh,
openings.
gila, Bridge-nya ngeselin banget, anjir.
Jin is ready for
Bridge-nya
this
ngeselin
one.
banget.
Additional white back, Cruise with the trade. And now 4v3. Cloud though preventing Gold and Blue from
Emang agent paling ngeselin sih emang.
Gonna be that contact alongside Suka. Oh, now Sixky makes it happen. Sixky with another
That's
one.
strong.
For him so far, 2v2 even. And Fisio crouched down
Not every
ready
time.
to catch him off guard. Everything left though. It's Gold and Blue. And let's see what Dominatus can do here. Fisio shooting the
OP-nya
wall,
gacor
trying
boleh
to
lah
go
tadi,
the
boleh.
opposition. Waiting
Wah,
for
tidak
timing from Yes
tidak
I Can.
expect
And
dong
yes,
ada
he
Yes I
will.
Can di sini.
Paints a different picture here for Fancy. And 11 now for Fancy United.
Man, Sixky was starting to pop off. At some point there, I thought he was going to
Ini
hit the
sejak
shot on
side
Fisio,
swap sih.
but
Kacaunya
the
sejak itu
crab
sih.
walk
Attacker-nya mungkin dapat.
was the better of the two.
Defending-nya nih, sepertinya banyak
Couple of
PR-nya
good
defending-nya.
hits from Dominatus, but the set play from Fancy was so smooth, so clean. Again, that it just bullied out Dominatus on the site, not even giving him any
Dibully nih.
opportunity
Dominatus
to
yang
get
baru
any
langsung
value
kena
there
bully nih.
whatsoever. Even if they didn't have the showstopper, I think the effect would have still been the same, just because of how well the positioning and the setup was from Fancy.
Gak apa-apa. Pengalaman.
Sure, the innovation isn't as much anymore. It's
Kalah
still
itu
the set
bukan
plays
berarti
that you mentioned,
mati
the
ya,
way
guys,
they
ya.
coordinate, especially
Pengalaman
here
biar
now
jadi
on the
lebih
attacking
baik.
side.
Gitu ya.
It's been unrelenting, effectively. As soon
Yeah.
as Fancy gets the
Kayak
side,
udah
gets that
kalah
spike
aja ya,
down,
gua ngomong gitu ya.
the round is
Anjir, jahat
effectively
juga gua.
over. Dominatus have
Kalah aja belum
played
confirm.
the post plant. And Tupai taking a
Oh,
different
udah.
page now in this
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
Fisher,
yeah.
oh, he saw the leg. He saw the leg, and the shorty's enough to
Yeah.
get the first. Oh, Fisher's
Double
not
up.
done.
Aduh,
He get the punish here very
He's so
easily, and he
ready.
does. I gotta ask that. How did he know
Dude,
Tupai was
it's-
gonna be there?
Look, Fisho is a master of Viper. Truthfully, sometimes I think he's a one-trick at it from his play history so far.
Ya
But
udah lah
you
ya,
know
kalau
he just
begitu lah
knows
ya.
how to find every
Kalau matinya
single
udah
bit of
gitu, lu mau
expertise
apa
in
coba?
it. Just
Yeah.
knew
Ya
where the
udah,
Poison
kan?
Cloud opening was. And you saw it, right? He was keeping an eye on where it would clip. Those are the crazy things in
Wow, they're
Fancy so
trolling,
far.
right?
Langsung ketemu aja.
Everything is so different here for Fancy United compared to the first half. And they are now one
Pasti
round
pesimis.
away taking this map.
Sorry, not trolling. That
Hey, by the way,
was
udah 100 like. Thank you guys. Mantap. Lanjutkan.
Lebih
banyak lagi like-nya. Let's go.
Tactical fake plant multiple times.
Tapi
Exactly.
bukan pesimis ya, tapi lihat aja dia belum dapat poin sama sekali defendingnya anjir.
He's like, no way he's doing this to me.
Berasa itu waktunya berasa di stop gitu.
The tables have
Buat
definitely
Dominatus gitu.
turned at this point, and looking at that,
Udah time out
it was
pun tidak ada
only a great
balasan.
start from Dominatus, but Fancy, they pulled
nge-stuck lagi.
under the rug once
Nge-stuck gambling di B
again.
mereka. Tapi
They
salah.
have not moved an inch in terms of the rounds for Dominatus in the second half, in the second half. So you gotta do something.
Tapi enggak lah, mereka aja dapat 6 di awal kok.
And this one already.
Itu nggak bisa berarti kalau kayak gitu. Nggak ada hubungannya kan?
And now the Viper
Waduh.
spin is into play. Even while you spam, you die. Cruz just marks his
Di-trash
target.
dong.
This has been so strong for Fancy United.
Di-trash dan sekali tembak
Whether it be
kena.
the attack
Gila
or
nih orang.
defense, Fisher doing it yet again. And the countdown to the Dominatus destruction is on.
They have a showstopper. They can use 6 right now. If they can get
Lagi.
into showers, I know it's
Ya
a little bit
udah lah
risky.
ya.
He can pressure everybody to get out of dodge, but no, it's only good for the one.
He comes that wrist and it will just
GG,
be
GG.
patience.
GG next.
Afraid for time running out.
Udah,
Fancy
GG
United
next, GG
is
next.
So ready for this one. It has
GG
just been
next,
a sprint
GG
to
next.
remember and a recovery
Oh,
to
apa
boot.
coba?
30-6 for Fancy United
Gila.
to take map number 1.
Padahal awal udah enak loh itu.
Definitely.
Momentum harusnya
another
udah.
great
Tapi ya
game
udah lah ya.
in the books.
Namanya juga tim baru ya guys ya.
And Fancy showing up what they have
Namanya juga
got.
tim baru, tim
My
baru. Gak apa-apa,
goodness.
gak apa-apa.
Fisher
Ente.
has definitely solidified himself as the MVP for that first map. You mentioned how much big brain this man has on that Viper, and with
Koja lawan tim franchise. Mana ada Fancy bukan tim franchise anjir. Sejak kapan Fancy tim franchise? Chemistry belum kebentuk. Padahal di awal udah, tapi di awal mereka udah meyakinkan sih. Oke lah. Maksudnya potentially oke. Tinggal konsistensinya tuh. Masa defendingnya kagak dapat satu pun anjir poin. Ya sama defendingnya tuh, defendingnya kocak sih. Kagak dapat satu poin sama sekali. Hari 2 game ya? Kayaknya ya. Hari ini 2, besok 2. Cuman besok gua nonton yang Dewa United aja ya guys ya. Yang game keduanya kalau besok. Pemanasan buat Premier 2024. Buat challengers cuy. Dominatus tim nomor 1 di Indo ya? Enggak dong. Tapi kita lihat dari pencapaian aja lah ya. Kan mereka baru juara 2 challengers 2 split 2 gitu. Mereka hitungannya pencapaiannya sampai situ lah ya. Jadi kalau dibilang tim nomor 1 ya menurut lo aja deh. Ntar lanjut kompe, lihat dulu ya. Kita lihat dulu ini lama apa enggak nih pertandingannya. Kalau cepat mungkin gua kompe, gua restream. Gila visionya sih. Yang bikin momentumnya pecah ya, apa patah dari Dominatus visionya sih. Itu yang mecahin itunya, momentumnya Dominatus. Beberapa kali dari visio tuh. Harga skin senjata bundle tanpa tongkat sound berapa VP? Satuannya, kalau satuannya 1775 kalau nggak salah. Yang premium skin tiernya. Top 1 RRQ apa boom? Ya nggak bisa ngomong kalau gitu kan ya tetap RRQ lah tier satunya. Kan RRQ franchise gitu aja. Hai bang, pendatang baru aku bang. Halo Nightbot, welcome to the stream. Min tadi kagak nonton yang boom. Gue tadi telat, jadi map 2 mulainya tadi gue amat. Jadi map satunya gue baru nyiapin tuh karena gue baru tahu hari ini pertandingannya kan. Dan boom main. Jadi gue baru di map 1 gue baru bikin thumbnail segala macam tuh. Kebutuhan buat WP. Makanya nih aja gue buru-buru tadi. Menang mana Min? Fancy menang tadi. Dominatus kalah 1-0. Ini pertandingan apa? Dari ESL apa sih? Ya off season, pertandingan off season lah ya. Kan bukan VCT, hitungannya bukan VCT. VCT mah ya 2024 nanti mulainya. Off season lah. Fancy kuat Senpai. Ya, tapi kan dapat 6 dari Fancy berarti oke lah ya udah. Nggak dua-dua banget kayak tadi gitu. Yang kayak lawannya boom tadi gitu kan. Ya poinnya masih oke lah, setengah lah. Setengah di one side gitu. VCT 2024 bulan apa Min? Kayaknya dari awal-awal bulan udah mulai deh kayaknya. Soalnya kan mereka buat ini apa qualifier ke Madrid yang Master Madrid. By the way Master Madrid tuh dikit loh timnya hitungannya 8 doang. Dari tiap region cuma 2. Jadi lumayan berdarah-darah tuh yang mau ke Master Madrid. Di Dota 2 abang suka pakai role apa? Gua offlaner, kalau nggak support. Dah, 2 itu. Jadi gimana Min kayak persiapan timnya untuk ikut challenger sih? Apa gua? Sejak kapan gua punya tim anjir? Kenapa? Seakan-akan gua udah siap-siap apa anjir? Gue yang nonton, gue siap-siap nonton dah gitu aja deh. Nonton bareng lu dah. Buat ke Master Madrid ada turnamennya sendiri. Ada, tapi dia per region sendiri-sendiri. Kalau dulu kan ada kick off turnamen kan, namanya login itu kan. Semua region jadi satu. Kali ini di regionnya masing-masing, nanti ketemunya baru di Master Madrid. Ada 4 region kan sekarang, Cina, EMEA, Amerika sama Pasifik. Jadi 2-2-2 dari situ, tiap region itu timnya masuk Madrid. Bang, ke Madrid nggak ntar? Enggak dong. Duitnya dari mana? Dari mana duitnya? Kita bikin PC aja belum bisa. Udah mau ke Madrid, hey. Kita aja prioritas utamanya mau build PC dulu untuk bisa berdua PC-nya ya. Maksudnya nge-build buat berdua gue sama admin Fuyu gitu. Bisa nge-build PC sendiri. Ini lagi mau langsung ke Madrid. Step by step guys. Ada yang namanya step by step. Sedikit-sedikit. Jangan langsung region terakhir gitu. Abang awal-awal main Valo di mana? Laptop abang pakai atau dulu? Ya sekarang ini laptop ini masih belum berubah. Gua laptopnya dari pertama kali main Valo ya masih ini. Belum ganti-ganti. Mari dukung Ironsenpai biar build PC sekalian ke Madrid. Waduh. Kayaknya kalau Madrid tahun depan belum deh. Kayaknya belum sih. Jauh juga kan hitungannya kan. Mungkin kalau Asia gitu masih bisa dipertimbangkan gitu ya. Emang ada senjata baru bang? Masih rumor, belum pasti. Itu aja masih leak-leakan kan, masih nggak tahu tuh bakalan benar-benar ada apa nggak. Kalau tahu kan jadi guest bisa stream ke sana. Masalahnya ya, gue ke sana pun ya kalian lihat muka ini. PNG ini apa yang kalian lihat? Gue kesana apa backgroundnya? Backgroundnya di sana gimana? Rencana rakitnya PC itu pakai VGA high end atau low end? Gue sih kalau rakit PC gue mindsetnya kalau rakit-rakit gitu ya, kalau udah keluar duit banyak ya mending sekalianin aja gitu loh, biar bisa bertahan beberapa tahun ke depan sekalian gitu loh. Kalau rumus gue beli barang mahal ya, kalau barang mahal mending lu pikirin ini bisa jangka panjang apa enggak. Kalau worth it jangka panjang beli aja yang mahal sekalian menurut gue ya. Ini Woman bukan. Woman game changer nih, beda lagi. Kalau Avatar main backgroundnya Madrid itu ya, kalau gitu ya gue tinggal stream di Indonesia, backgroundnya gue ganti gambar Madrid juga bisa. Gue ngakunya, gue di Madrid loh guys. Lu juga percaya kali. Nih ada suara crowdnya, terus ada soundboard kan crowd gitu. Lu percaya kali ya? 40-90 nggak tahu sih, lihat dulu lah. Kan belum tahu juga kapan rakit PC-nya. Bang, kalau semisal mau build PC untuk contoh seperti kelistrikan, apakah sudah diperkirakan? Ya belum dong. Sudah jelas belum, karena duitnya belum ada. Jadi mikirinnya nanti aja. Tetap jadi orang dalam Riot, Minkai. Kita aja bukan orang dalam Riot nih, orang-orang kebanyakan ngayal. Dipikir kita orang Riot anjir. Mending beli motor bang? Enggak sih. Ya kan hitungannya kan gue investasi juga bikin PC mah, hitungannya buat memperbagus konten-konten Senpai misalnya, biar gua bisa ngasih gambar 900 fps gitu kan. Biar videonya kagak 200 doang gitu kan ceritanya. Biar bisa ke Madrid naik motor. Lu dulu deh, lu contohin dulu ke Madrid naik motor deh. Baru dah. Ya, contohin dulu. Lu ke Madrid naik motor deh. Mau bikin videonya 4K ya Min? Enggak sih sebenarnya ya, kalau 4K pun ya. Walaupun sebenarnya asik ya, kalau WP 4K gitu asik ya sebenarnya ya. Tapi itu masalahnya bukan masalah itu anjir, bukan masalah komputer anjir, itu masalah internet itu mah. Kalau internet itu busuk juga, kalau 4K juga loading kali. Nonton TI nggak main nonton kemarin, Spirit kan yang menang 3-0 lagi. Padahal Gaming Gladiator menangin semua majornya tuh tahun itu. Tahun ini, sorry, kenapa tahun itu? Tapi kalahnya sama Spirit, ya udahlah ya. Anjir, kalau gue punya PC ya, gue males sih sebenarnya kalau mau ganti. Ini kan karakter gue kan hitungannya pakai laptop ya, depan ini ya, gambarnya ya. Kalau gue pakai PC pun kayaknya gue tetapin gini aja deh. Males banget ngeganti gambar-gambar lagi. QR code-nya buat apa? Buat kalau lu mau nyawer. Kalau mau berdonasi boleh lewat QR code Saweria itu. Tim kandidat terkuat menurut Minkai yang menang nggak ada sih. Gue kagak ngikutin lagi soalnya, jadi kagak. Gue siapapun yang menang ya udah. Kagak jagoin siapa. Ada media share kayak enggak. Gua males buka media share. Kalau terus PC-nya buat apa ya? Buat produktif lah. Ya kan bikin gini-gini kan juga lewat PC semua kali. Kalau admin fuyu kan buat editan juga kan, buat editan biar kuat gitu. Laptop apa Min? Soalnya laptopku udah nggak bisa main follow. Coba cek deskripsi ya, atau video Q&A kami. Ada video Q&A kami tuh, video terbaru yang panjang. Kalian Subaton Min kalau ada PC enggak sih, kayaknya kalau Subaton enggak. Untuk sekarang kagak ada sih rencana Subaton. Terus kontennya gimana anjir kalau aku Subaton?
Usual, yes I can, actually locking in that bridge, but Dominatus is so sure already of what they want to run. It's a Jet and the Fade and Sky together, so double initiator versus double controller. Suka though moving over to the Cypher, so Fancy United, they still want to run the double smoke composition as per usual, but a lot more backline presence this
Men
time
tuh laptop
around.
udah berapa tahun dipakai?
Yeah,
Gua beli
This
laptop
will
ini
help
tahun
out,
berapa ya?
especially against Dominatus, who does have
Gue lupa
the
2019 atau 2020 antara itu deh.
comp here, especially with
Gue lupa.
not the full one because they don't have the gecko, but at
Subaton
least
di
they
channel
do
kedua
have,
alah masih sepi
like
gitu.
you mentioned, the double
Udah
initiator
Subaton.
as well as the Fade. So there's a lot
Oh ya, gue
of
kasih linknya ya.
corner checking
Siapa tahu
that
ada yang
Dominatus
mau.
can do without
Aduh, itu
actually
lagi
using
harus
their
buka
players to
di
corner check,
layar
which
gue yang
is
satunya lagi,
definitely
kagak
going to
jadi
be a
dah.
good thing.
I also like that Dominatus is going back to more
Ada channel admin yokai sendiri guys, kalau mau cari boleh kali di search sendiri kali.
They would try to force the double duelist. 6key is more so their duelist player versus Tupai, and given the fact that they can assist 6key right now on all the antics, I do feel like Dominatus can still bring that explosive start. I just wonder how they're gonna handle it later on.
Bang, boleh lihat bracketnya, gue aja kagak tahu di mana.
It does taper off
Gue
for
coba
Dominatus
buka
in the performance.
PLR.gg aja kagak ada tuh nama-namanya di bracketnya tuh, bingung juga.
Jin on the Raze, Fishio on the Viper, it's still deadly no matter what.
Nama channelnya apa? Admin yokai aja, tulis admin
Did go
yokai
back
gitu.
as well, as you mentioned, that this map is a bit of a mystery with how both of the teams
Lumayan
is going
kemarin
to be,
gue
addressing
taruh
it.
di itu kan,
I will
taruh
also
linknya pas lagi
retake my
live,
statement that
lumayan
it was
nambah
the
100
older roster of
subscribers ya.
Dominatus that was playing on Lotus.
Tapi terakhir kali gue live sih
on how this is
jam 2
going to
pagi
be
ya.
paired up,
Karena
but
jam
I will
tidur
say
gue belum
individual player
bener.
performance,
Nanti gue lihat
Jin
dulu deh.
has been phenomenal, as you mentioned, with how
Gue kalau
well
main
he's
game lain
been
maunya di sana nanti.
accessing the site with the set plays that this team has. Even on defense, it's very possible right now. And Jin, I do like how he positions himself to
Susah
also
mencarinya kalau kagak
let
dipin,
his
ya
teammates
udah.
feed off of his utilities. That's going to be something to definitely watch out for here, as Fancy United is going to be starting on this defense. So everything is already laid bare. We already know the agent selection here. Now is just to see how the pieces move, especially with this
Bang, emang
double
ngaruh ya kalau
initiator
mousepadnya
that
mahal?
I feel like
Mousepad
I don't
gua
know if
masalahnya
I'm incorrect at saying
belum
this. It
pernah
feels like
mousepad mahal.
it feels like
Gimana
it
dong?
lost its value
Gua
on
kagak tahu
Lotus,
ya, jadi
where
ya.
it's a lot more double controller
Banyak
over
orang
the
kayak
double initiator.
nanya, bang,
Because
wireless
you can
mouse sama
just
ini
make
bagus apa nggak? Gua
the
kagak pernah pakai wireless.
battleground a
Gimana
living
mau
hell for
reviewnya
your
gitu?
opponent, right? Especially when you
Jadi
have one
kalau
of
gua
those
belum
walls to
nyobain
use,
juga
whether it be the
gimana mau
Harbor or the
ngasih tahu,
Viper.
anjir.
Fancy though, still in the comfort
Padahal
picks that
mouse
we
itu kan
mentioned a
beda-beda
while
ya pada
ago.
akhirnya.
And
Mousepad
my
itu ya
eyes,
ada yang
like
tebal,
you
ada yang
asked, right,
smooth, itu
are
beda-beda
on Jin
tuh.
right now. He got
Kayaknya
6
bakalan
first kills
sesuai
in
dengan
that
preferensi
last map.
sendiri sih
I wonder
milihnya.
if he can get off to a hot start the same way
Enaknya mana?
again. Fancy though, gonna be beginning on the defense, Dominatus on the attack. And I
Tapi
like
jadi
it for
nanyain
Dominatus.
TI di
They go for
sini.
the attack, they set that pace,
Ini
and
pertandingan
look to get a
Valorant
good
loh.
start just like on Bind.
Once again,
Ya,
Prep
sedangnya
is faulty.
buruknya karena itu ya price pool
4A.
turunnya terlalu kenceng gitu.
I mean, they only showed a little
Kalau
bit of
pelan-pelan
presence
nggak
on C
apa-apa,
here.
ini kenceng
You
banget
can
soalnya.
see, yes, like,
Sedih gitu.
rather players of Fancy not really over rotating just yet, and they did break.
Pakai keyboard
mid-range.
eksternal
This is
enggak?
interesting.
Gua kagak pakai eksternal.
Aisha here.
Lu lihat aja di deskripsi
Also
kalau
looking
gua
for
kagak ada
contact.
di situ deskripsi berarti gua kagak pakai.
They have to deal with
Kan
an
nggak ada
open
tuh tulisannya
doorway courtesy of
keyboard
Cruz and
eksternal tuh
safeties,
di
keeping an eye out for it.
deskripsi
Jin
gua.
also ready now towards the site. Keep an eye out for Yes I Can, because that breach utility will go through that wall if
Bang,
ever.
gua dapat
But Jin
bracketnya. Oke,
caught
Sam.
with the nade being tossed. 6 key on
Oh,
the
Jin.
board. Dominatus trying to go
Dito
for the
ka
kill.
break.
Yes I Can holding on to the tree area. There's the Prowler, there's the kill. Capisha with 1. Cruz though gets 2 back. And Fancy United, they have the advantage.
They have the advantage.
Waduh,
They have the
2-3 nih
pinch
tiba-tiba nih.
coming in from all directions, and they've isolated both Capisha as well as Tupai here. That smoke is just again bringing them
Iya,
apart from each
kagak
other.
ngecek
And
atas.
Capisha doesn't even get hit, or doesn't even know that he got hit from the behind. That's just going to be a quick defuse, and Fancy United retaking the site very
Yeah.
cleanly.
I mean, we've been saying that this map's gonna be a mystery, but Fancy's the one just enveloping the site with their shroud. This double
Bang, Mousepad lu
controller
tipenya speed
setup.
atau control?
It's par
Tahu
for the
tuh
course
gua,
for what
anjir.
Fancy loves to play
Kayak
even
tahu
in
gua
their
ada
history.
speed atau
And right
control.
now, Cruz and Fish Show, they're
Apa
gonna look to
bedanya gua
maximize
kagak
that
tahu.
to isolate the angles, as you mentioned.
Misstep on Jin though at the start of
Kira-kira
that,
VCT sekarang gede
of
nggak
that
price pool ya?
fight, but
Kayaknya bakalan
there-
naik
there
terus sih.
still was so many
Pada akhirnya ya,
steps
menurut gue ya,
that
mereka
Dominus
banyaknya
had to
nggak
do
cuma dari
to get
price
into
pool
the
sih.
site, and during that time
Hadiahnya,
they got
lu,
punished again.
For
Yes,
your
I Can was
information, tim-tim ini
already
dapat duit dari
activated here.
penjualan itu,
There's a
penjualan
lot of
Champions
rifles that they're
Bundle
using.
kemarin,
And
50%.
this
Jadi
could
duit itu
actually
nggak
go
cuma dari
either
price pool
way
doang.
if Dominus can find some value on the sheriffs that they've actually gotten, because if you're looking at it, Fancy United is on half shields, so there's a
Reforsi kok nggak main? Udah kagak ada di
There's a
dom.
world that they just
Udah keluar
suddenly
semua
die,
itu
right,
dom
for
yang
Fancy
kemarin.
United.
oh yeah.
And Dominatus, there you
Yeah,
go.
baru.
It might be this world. This might be the reality. But Jin just checking out that angle 1-for-1 eventually over the map. And Fancy, they have to be very careful in how they peek, because Dominatus, they got that pick, and that's a sign for Seaside to be a bit more open.
Habis kontrak ya, namanya juga digantiin. Berarti kan
They
kagak
could
dipanjangin
try,
semua
but
itu.
since they don't really have that
Kan
information,
digantiin semua.
the
Ini
pick that
pemain
they got
baru-baru
was so
banget nih.
far into the site that you really
Gua
can't
aja
pick up
baru
that
tahu nama
weapon at
mereka di
all.
sini.
So they just have to regroup and hope that this amount of players from Dominatus is going to be enough to take that A site. Speaking of A site, Jin, it's part 2 for you, buddy. Oh, you almost get spotted there by Capisha and just shot off.
Dangerous territory for him, but this time around he was already with the gun.
Ooh,
Speaking
nice.
of it, Cruz with the 1, but
Waduh.
Biors makes the trade happen. Here
Wow,
comes
Fisio
Fisio,
lagi,
and
cowok.
as par for the course.
Trade
What's new with
terakhir ya.
Fisio getting those kind of kills? Gold and blue though. Small
Fisio,
opening
anjir.
made, now has the flag angle and the bulldog to
Trade
work
terakhir.
with. But the problem is Fancy has control of the spike. Yes, I can. He's in cover right now. Fisio checking things out with the poison cloud 2. And as time runs out here for Dominatus, a chance here to catch
Wah,
out Fancy.
kagak ngecek.
But Fisio with a spot. And Yes, I Can
Tidak
with a
mengira dong,
confirmation.
Yes, I Can di
2-0 now
situ.
for Fancy.
Very expensive round too. Lots of the players there are Fancy. I think it was like 3
Emang bener Reforsi bakal main di
bought up
Turki?
rifles, so
Apa sih event apa emang
they're
ya?
still going to be able to
Gua kagak tahu sih.
get all of the
Amin,
stuff
halo
that they
Ayah,
want
welcome.
to buy at least at this point.
Welcome to
Are
the
they
stream.
gonna
Jangan lupa
go
di-like. Yang belum
for
juga ya.
full gun around
Monggo
here?
di like dulu.
Or they're deciding for maybe just the
Habis ini ada
somewhat
lagi nggak? Nggak ada.
bonus? I
Ini
don't
udah
know
terakhir.
how this is going to go. But what is interesting right now is 6 key on the operator. No shield, glass cannon, full aggression, full confidence, and he might
yang abangnya
actually get
beli
caught
apa?
with the stun right in his
Ruination?
face.
Oh,
He's
skin
getting
bundle
chased
pertama yang
down.
gua beli.
Oh, you gotta run, bro. You gotta run.
Oh.
He's right. He's
Gue gara lagi pengen-pengen
Trying
banget
to get
beli,
the hell out of
beli
there, and
bundle
Fancy
soalnya.
United unrelenting on the push. They now
Gua
have
pikir
gotten
pedangnya
control
bakalan keren
of
kan,
the
skin
spawn of the
pedang pertama deh
opposition.
kayaknya
And
itu
not only
Ruination.
that,
Ternyata berasa berat banget, makanya belum kagak pernah gua upgrade tuh.
In that chase.
Tiap kali gua pakai kagak pernah versi upgradeannya.
Have confirmed all the angles and are ready for any flash shenanigans if ever. Haunts there though, Cruz and Jin setting up the crossfire. Prowler now getting confirmation onto the corner and the smoke.
Kalau nggak salah event kampus yang Red Bull itu ya katanya ya, Red Bull kampus itu ya. Oke.
How far is the Roman from maybe having a
from the
ultimate?
shadows? Yeah.
Oh itu yang menang itu ya
That's the
ke
only reason,
Turki ya.
the only way they can probably try to bring this out, or maybe opening a door
Kan itu
into the
Dominatus plus Kush kan?
No.
Dominatus dulu teman. Kurang siapa gitu gigantic Kush.
For the time being, but you mentioned that gold and blue might be trouble here. Yes, I can. The holding things down. Here comes the paranoia. Yes, I can with another one. And gold and blue is
Bundle yang
the
bikin
only
mahal
one
tuh
standing.
melenya kan.
Cruz
Kalau
makes
beli
quick work
satuan
of
ya
the
berasa
sheriff, and
mahal.
it's third
Kalau
round
bundle tuh
Fancy.
justru bikin lu untung
Yes,
beli.
no,
Nguntungin
thinking
lu
about
karena hitungannya apa?
No.
Melenya gratis.
They're like, Jin's better
Emang
off just
cara
having
marketingnya kan
rifles.
gitu.
But
Ya bayangin aja
That was
lu
an
Oni ya,
interesting
Oni 2 itu ya.
'cause
Katananya tuh
again,
5.000 men.
you saw the
Beli
panic
satuan.
from Dominatus
Lu tambah 2.000
there,
dapat satu
right?
satu
The
bundle.
first panic was Sixkey trying to run away.
Katananya 5.000, harga bundle
and the operator
7.100.
back into his team.
Ya tambah 200 dapat 4
And while
skin
they were
yang lain.
trying to do that, they
Ya, gas
got
bundle.
split apart, smoked off, and then the spike was, as you mentioned, left on spawn. That's big oops for Dominatus here. Definite big misstep.
Yeah, it just goes to show Fancy United again. They know how to prioritize these objectives, and you can really
Orang ini
see
orang Medan
their
kan, men. Siapa orang ini?
experience versus Dominatus.
Orang ini yang Anda maksud siapa, anjir?
Is such a gap that the Dominatus needs to try and clear. Yes, I can though with the first for him. Ready now to go against Biors, who does take some damage. Keep an eye out also for the Cypher of Suka. He has the setup and the high ground. Golden Boo will struggle to actually make his way through. The smoke's there though, Sixkey. Also breaking the tripwire. But Fancy United, they're just not resting on their laurels here, Asarai. They're still advancing throughout the map. Going
Terkadang
for the
pertanyaan
pinch
bikin
if
orang
ever.
bingung.
Yes,
Betul.
I can. Getting
Terkadang
ready
lebih
for
capek
contact.
apa?
Fancy United,
Mencerna
they have all the angles
mencerna
they want
pertanyaan
for the
daripada
station.
nontonnya.
Dominatus getting the plant down.
Yeah, I think it's the correct decision as well. They
Itu
can
dari mana,
pinch a little
Vietnam,
bit just in case somebody from Dominatus is
3-0
holding
nih,
the
by the
lurk
way,
or
nih.
maybe lurking themselves. All right, but now it's gonna be a 5 versus 4 on that retake.
Waduh.
And that walk on
Waduh.
Senpai is not gonna work. That catch
Ini
off
suka main sendiri-sendiri apa gimana ya?
Hold air on drop is not gonna work. And the last player on Tree, Biors, he's just put in a position that just feels impossible.
Artinya
especially when
sendiri-sendiri
the
semua,
spike was
anjir.
planted.
Gimana dong?
From Dominatus. It was an eco round, so there's nothing really to lose in that scenario. But Fancy United are exploiting what they've realized from that first map. Dominatus can be explosive, yes, but if you remove that opportunity, you catch them early on, then what else does Dominatus have to bring to this game?
Tapi itu ya, gue pikir mereka bakalan bawa itu race
Feels like
6-nya. Ternyata
it's
bawa
showing
Jet di
that
sini.
Dominatus, at least against Fancy, are the one-trick wonder. Be aggressive, overwhelm.
Mika ini
But
Dominatus Indo kak, ya Indo.
Now that that's not working, what's
Iya channel buat pemula apa bang? Ya Sagir.
Okay.
Noise there. Fancy fighting already.
Waduh,
That's a
Visio
2-for-1.
lagi.
Visio with another
Visio
set
meresahkan
of
bro.
kills, and there you go. He's good for
Visio.
4. And that's another round here for Fancy.
Meresahkan sekali dia orang.
Fancy United, they just keep the pace. Such a mystery on a round-per-round basis. There.
truly? And now Dominatus very
Astra
early
bahkan controller
has
bukan
actually
sentinel.
called a
Gila nih
timeout
orang.
here. Just, I think rather than anything else, they just need a breather. It feels like they're everything that they've been trying to do is a whole lot more force. I don't know, or they're in that headspace that has happened.
Pusing, udah mulai pusing.
Happen a lot of times
Ini
where-
Dominatus
Why does it
dari
feel like
map
they always
sebelumnya
know where we are? Right?
setelah ganti
You
swipe
mentioned earlier,
apa
like you
setelah
said,
swipe side
blink it or you're a miss.
belum dapat poin
All
sama
of the
sekali sampai map
Catch
kedua nih.
utility that Fancy had for any
Belum dapat
offense was
poin
on
sama
C,
sekali
and
aja
Lord
dari
knows
swipe
Dominatus
side.
was all the way on C. So
Come on man, come on.
yeah,
Mental
that's a-
breakdance tapi jangan kelamaan windmill ya.
thing Fancy United has done in
Boleh
this
dikit,
map
boleh dikit.
is the way that they're willing
Breakdance-nya boleh
to
dikit tapi
check
jangan
things out themselves.
keterusan men.
You can see that they peek towards rubble, they peek towards mound, and they don't really have the intel gatherers.
Ya walaupun
that
wajar ya
Dominatus
hitungannya ya
have
namanya
with
juga
the
tim
Phoenix
baru
on the
tapi
other side, right?
boleh
But
gigit yuk,
instead,
boleh
they
yuk.
have cover. They have the
Boleh gigit
Viper,
balik
they
dikit
have the
ya.
Omen, they have the Cypher also in the pinch. And that's what gives Fancy United this kind of confidence, the way that they're able to cut these sightlines and get the advantage in the firefight.
Fair enough. And with Yes I Can, just able to supplement any kind of encounter with his long-range fault line. It just feels like it makes it easier for Fantasy United to do that, you know, to be a lot more proactive, just because they have such a great support system.
Padahal adanya Maverick udah top rank. Ya
Anyway,
mungkin
Suka-
justru itu tidak baik ya.
Not sure if I heard it.
Harusnya
Anyways,
yang lainnya yang
does have a setup on C
top rank
site
kali
here,
harusnya.
forcing them back. Dominatus, he plays so far. Even if they threw maybe the
Gue udah pulang duluan kah? Parah banget nih
Emo
orang
Rolling
ya.
Thunder, I forgot what it's called. Nightfall. There
Lu
you go.
tarik ke belakang dulu deh pertandingan sebelumnya deh.
Emo Rolling Thunder. My
Konklusinya
Chemical
dari mana
Romance
sih itu?
presents Nightfall. Well, welcome to the parade, Asurai. And welcome to the seaside that Dominatus are trying to hit. Suka, though, his setup is very pesky.
Ya nggak apa-apa, kasih inilah buat pengalaman ini.
Cyber Cage the way also a Jin.
Justru mereka harus dikasih tim hebat.
Is the one who gets
Musuhnya
that first
biar
kill.
mereka
So,
belajar dari
let's
pengalaman.
start for
Astaga,
Fancy,
ternyata tim
keeping
hebat tuh
opposition
mainnya
at
kayak
bay.
gini ya. Mereka belajari.
I do like how there is a trap for the B site, so that Cruz doesn't even have to look at B main up until they break
emang
that
kayak gitu.
tripwire, which he's about to actually do right now, as they've abandoned the C site push just because there's just nothing left for them right there. And they'll rush it in. There's a chance here for Tupai. That gets shut down.
Lah iya juga kalau main
Golden Blue
top rank
with the
sama
rest
dengan
of the team
PX turun.
stop on
Waduh.
the B site. Florida's lava, they gotta keep moving. Weapon picked up here from Golden Blue. This man's just not gonna find that value, so that's all been shut in Fantasy United 6-0.
Yeah, nothing just works for
Gak ada Rayak, gak ada. Rayak sudah tidak di Dominatus.
Lurk towards
Aduh, gue harus bikin pincet kali.
towards B.
Rayak sudah tidak ada di Dominatus.
Fantasy United is just keeping
Udah,
tabs
ini
of the
bahkan rosternya
opposition.
beda semua
And
anjir.
I
Satu
gotta give it to
roster
Fantasy.
bedanya.
This is a map
Gak cuman
they've been
Rayak
batting
loh
throughout
guys.
the year that they haven't really
Gak
felt
tahu sih dia
comfortable
terkenal.
playing in their previous iteration. And right now, they're finding so many mediums of control, whether it be
Bang, provider internet lu apa? Rumah
and his
indie?
angles where he can safely go for utility, or the peaks and setups courtesy of Suka and Jin. It's just all fancy right now, and Dominatus, unfortunately for them, just haven't found the answer. Showstopper even. Here we go again, from slow to fast. Fantasy United just going for the blast.
Gak bisa ngomong
Already
gitu
for the
juga.
make
Time
at
out gak ada
4,
gunanya.
and everyone from Dominatus
Pada
will
akhirnya kan
fall yet
coach
again.
ya hanya bisa ngasih tahu,
There's
coach
just
kan cuma
no
bisa ngasih tahu kayak
safe ground.
ini
You're
pada
even
akhirnya semuanya ke
outside the
player
spot
anyway gitu loh.
In the blink of an eye, in just a
Semuanya tuh
matter
pada akhirnya
of
balik ke player
seconds, they're
pada akhirnya.
pushing up their lead.
Jadi kalau dibilang nggak guna sih nggak tahu ya.
That round.
Lu kan nggak dengar juga coach yang ngomong apa.
Sitting down.
Nggak bisa ngomong gitu jadinya. Tidak valid omongan kayak gitu.
Don't even check me, please. And that did not, well, pan out. I guess the best case scenario right now for Dominatus is they have all of their ultimates, but at what point do you stop? Do you stop figuring out things out and just again cut it all into the side? Oh, chance. Oh, the whiffs, that's gonna hurt them a lot.
Paranoia,
Those
Cruz.
blades were the only chance for them to
Blade-nya
get that
kayak ada yang
value. And
kena,
now
Cok.
called it shot.
It's the same angle Chris is taking.
Bang,
He's so
lihat apa,
confident,
Bang?
and Jin also taking an opportunity to just turn
nonton apa, Bang?
Dominatus into mincemeats. These rounds are going so quick for Fantasy United. It's just gimme after gimme for them.
I thought our first series was a speed run. The second
ya
map,
udah lah ya.
on the second series, Fantasy United's like,
Aduh.
dude, I want to get myself out of here. I want to just finish this game off. Domino's got nothing on us. We just keep pressuring and putting down the pain. And again, we just go back into that point that there's really not much left for them. Sixkey, who was stellar, I would say, at some point in Bind, completely shut here. He had a chance to get those blades working for him and lost it. It was a microsecond, but that microsecond was all he had.
Ini di sini mereka harus menang nih. Kalau enggak ya udah.
Second needs to be fast reactions here from Dominatus.
Harus
And this
menang
time,
di round ini,
Senpai
harus
will
menang.
deliver. A start here for Dominatus to work with, even more so now as Yes I Can has been flushed out. And this time around, Cruz is still the threat to deal with. Here by the doorway,
Nice,
the Trailblazer
nice.
into play, and Be Yours leaps into action. It's 4v2 though, and Fantasy United, they're coming out from the high ground if ever. Seiren
Ada lower coming atau langsung gugur. Gua nggak tahu ya. Tapi ini tulisannya upper bracket kan.
Anticipates
Jadi
the
bisa jadi ada
angle.
lowernya
Gives a
habis
chance
ini.
for Fancy. Snakebite also into play as we
Kalau kalah di
see
sini
the
maksudnya.
cipher of Suka, I believe, navigating his way towards the smoke. This might be a good pinch towards Golden Blue, but the lockdown's there. Suka with one, but he still needs to deal with the pressure of the lockdown. Breaks it now. But in free position for Dominatus. They're on site here, Asarai, and they get the
Gano
first
deh,
round on the
Gano.
board for Lotus.
Itu
you
dulu
go.
deh. Yang penting ada pencapaian
point
dikit.
where we start losing hope for them, they start to build, or they build that bit of momentum on the round. Again, just pushing up, catching.
Jangan sampai nol dah, gitu aja.
Up still, while they're already halfway into the site, and that catch off onto Jin.
Iya, siapa tahu dapat momentum gitu ya. Walaupun musuhnya udah lumayan kaya ya.
Still not over yet.
Masih bisa beli 2 game ke depan kayaknya kalau kalah pun.
United's wares right now, they got all the opportunity to keep buying stuff.
Akhirnya pecah telurnya.
So many setups that I think Dominatus will have to try to deal with now in this coming round.
Yeah, Dominatus at least now.
Abang suka nggak main Tokatsun? Nggak seberapa sih sebenarnya gue ya.
In that powerful 3 position, kept safely in the corner. Jin will take advantage of it, supported here by the Omen 2.
Gue merasa lebih hype pas Katana kemarin daripada Tokat ini sih.
Dominatus trying to equalize the odds. Problem is, Spike's been left behind.
Ya pun gue kagak beli juga Katananya kan.
To find a way through. Fancy though, getting ready for contact. Suka loses out on the duel. Advantage here for Dominatus. Tupai also wanting to surprise onto Cruz. But I'm watching Yes I Can here, Asarai. He might be the one to get the right read at the right time. Wins it versus Tupai. Low HP here for Fancy United. A small advantage to Dominatus, but they don't know Cruz is coming their way. Here we go with a 1v1. It has gotten scrappy yet again. So it's time for Be Yours to work with. He can actually rotate all the way to C if ever.
And it looks like Yes I Can has read this as well. He's already halfway to the C side
Percaya mereka nih bagus mainnya sih.
But if he goes through Waterfall, that alarm bot is going
di
to
map sebelumnya kan juga pakai bridge.
Be Yours. He's got everything working here for man. He's got the HP, he's got the post plat, he's got the timing. No way!
Yang satuannya berapa? 1.700-an.
Yes I Can with the stun, with the scan, and with the finish on the round.
Sayang.
His name says it all, man. Yes, I can. Every moment that Fancy United
lu lihat dong skornya tuh udah 1 tahu.
In a 1v1 scenario,
bisa 13-0 masih.
He did it in that first map, does it here the second.
13-1 mungkin.
Just the read also versus Tupai, if I remember correctly.
Aduh.
The fact that he was anticipating that push, keeping Cruz as protected
30
as
HP
possible.
loh. Ya kalau lu kagak lihat musuhnya juga 30 HP juga bisa nge-kill lu kali.
United on an individual basis.
Di sini kan semua tembakan bisa
have a way to actually go for the cover later on. It isn't just Yes I Can staying in the tree area just to go for utility. He knows how to make his mark on the round.
And speaking of which, again, any safe playing player
udah keluar.
Gone what he just did.
Udah lah ya, gak usah gue jawab lah ya.
Experience
udah terlalu nge-spam gue jawab.
Savviness, he does it. Alright, they're doing the same thing that they did a while ago.
Astaga, absen dulu. Absennya dijemput, Bray.
And
it's so smooth. It's so
dijemput, Bray.
Especially. Did you see that movement? The clear to the right, the clear to the left, the blast back there also into play. And Dominatus, they're fighting back with the Sheriff, but that's all he wrote there. From the shadows to get the spike, gold and blue.
Kenapa ya Domi ngelepasin roster kemarin padahal udah bagus, tinggal matengin aja lagi.
Ya
kan banyak faktor ya. Kalau misalnya kalau masalah finansial, lu mau apa?
Misalnya. And gold and blue. He will see you. Cruz spots out the hood already. Paranoia into play. Gold and blue backing off into walls.
Ada yang main prick tinggal sendirian nih.
Chase. Paranoia is gonna be there. Gold and blue decides to hold that line. And okay, Suka, I see.
Dia ngadu ke abangnya enggak ya? Bang, aku dibully, Bang. Fancy, Bang. Alah, bukan franchise, Bro. Kagak bisa gua lawan, Bro. Digituin paling.
To try to
gua ajar sendiri lah.
Handle that because of the traps from Suka. So
360 udah gitu kagak mati lagi ya.
Anyways, 10-1.
So sad.
They just got cleared, man. There's nothing looking stellar here for Dominatus. They got the one round again. I think they just caught Fancy slightly off of their game in that particular one. They can replicate that, maybe get a catch. Best case scenario. But can they do it is the question.
I mean, Fancy has basically pretended to be the attacker in that last round. And they just have complete control of this game so far. Dominatus, they have a Nightfall to work with, a Trailblazer used towards Link, and instead the contact comes in favor of Yes I Can. He's on the roll so far.
Ya, itu kan tier 1 lah. Tier 1 ngomongin kalau di sini biasanya.
Again, how many times do I need to see
Challengers tuh tier 2 lah gitu.
Versus Dominatus towards Mound, as Tupai is the last one standing. It's 1v3.
Tier 3 mungkin Premier kayak gitu kali ya. Mungkin kayak gitu.
Has marked his target. 11-1 to end the half. Fancy United.
Beli slot nggak sih? Nggak. Di sini bukan sistem beli slot. Dipilih langsung sama Riotnya.
Yeah.
Kalau nggak lewat pertandingannya Ascension.
I was looking for a different word
berikutnya.
to just add to that.
Kayak tahun kemarin kan, tahun ini sorry ada Bleed, ada MFT, sorry. Siapa sih namanya yang di
I don't know, dominance here.
Gue lupa namanya yang menang di EMEA lagi.
I watched Cruz play Mount
Pokoknya ada tuh.
around what 3-4
Terus
times.
di Amerika akhirnya jadi G2, jadi
Again and
The Guard.
again, and it's just like, okay, he's gonna do it again. Dominatus is unfortunately not gonna have the answer for it. And it's
Malam
just been
Zaritsu,
the
welcome.
case of
Jangan lupa
the
di-like.
series so far.
Surely.
Berarti bisa
He's
turun dong, Min. Kayaknya ada syarat-syarat
whack-a-mole.
tertentu deh.
C-mount edition.
Itu aja yang menang Ascension itu
They
kan
just keep popping up,
kontraknya 2
all the
tahun.
heads, one by one, and he keeps hitting every single one of those as well as they follow up. Now,
Atau Rigo dan BTR kemana
alright,
Senpai?
we reset
Belum
the
ada
board,
roster
it's the
Valorant-nya sih.
pistols.
Belum ada update lagi
weapons,
untuk roster Valorant.
all
Ini
that
crosshair
good
gede
stuff.
banget nih by the way.
Oh, that's 6 key pushed up. Actually triggers the trap there.
Ini crosshairnya
And
beneran nih.
yours, yes. Somebody actually uses a crosshair almost similar to mine. I
Ini
love it.
udah mulai nge-troll apa gimana?
It's pretty big, Asarai.
What?
Yeah. It's the size that matters for crosshair.
For crosshairs, yes. Apparently, though,
Once you get older, alright?
you know, people usually enjoy the smaller ones for crosshair, but if Biors
Why?
is a big one, big enjoyer, then so be it.
Well, it's big. It makes you feel like there's more to
Udah
to
kesal dia
see.
guys.
At least it's not my crosshair.
Crosshair kecil-kecil kagak kelihatan. Gitu kan ya.
I hate your
Your
crosshair.
crosshair is a box. It is pretty interesting to say the least. But in the end, Fancy United have
Udah
rotated
lelah.
their way towards
Iya
A.
kalian
We see
capek
this a
kali ya
lot for
matanya ngeliat
Vipers on
kecil-kecil
both
gitu
this
jadinya
game.
digedein
Leave the
aja
top
sekalian gitu.
screen towards this A side. It's something they can utilize to cross safely past the doorway and the staircase. And everything's left to 6key who's isolated.
Yeah.
Has to hit these shots and
Ente
cannot
6key.
get it done. Suka with the first. Pain Shells keeping Golden Blue at bay also. Timing is perfect.
Nice.
2 for him. Golden Blue takes advantage. And
Not bad, not
suddenly,
bad.
things have been flipped
Tiga
on
lawan dua.
their head. Golden Blue still sticking around though. Here by Drop Fishu, keeping an eye out towards Rubble even. But Capisha gets his target. It's now
Wow,
all
nice.
left to
Okay
Jin,
lah,
and
okay
he
lah.
can't handle the
Yuk,
pressure.
momentum yuk.
Dominatus
Momentum
take
mulu
the
dari tadi gua
opportunity
bilang
to take
ini.
the pistol.
Big push through
Tiap
the
kali gua
smoke
ngomong
that
momentum,
gives
berikutnya
them
dipecahin
very
sih
much
biasanya,
needed
tapi
cash out
dipatahin
space.
gitu.
And everybody else from Fancy was looking at the site, looking at the back of things, maybe on stairs, but not
Ini
behind them.
turnamen
That
apa bang?
smoke, it
Ya
ain't a
turnamen
barrier, man.
Valorant. Menjawab
Not only you
sekali.
can push through that, your opponents as well, obviously.
Ukuran
So,
poin 2 ya,
the
mereka
catch
udah
up
pesen tumpeng sih dari
and
Grab ya.
a shine, a glimmer, a chance for Dominatus here to build up something in the start of that second half.
I mean, it's still part of Dominatus' character. I love the fact that they're so fearless in those kind of timings, willing to take the fight towards Fancy United. But after a round like that, Fancy
ESL beda po sama VCT beda lagi.
be keeping an eye
Lagian
out
ESL
of those
itu
snipers
penyelenggara
even more so
ya.
now coming into the
Nama
second
pertandingannya
half.
ini
It's
Clash
up to
of the
Dominatus
Nations.
to use this anti-eco
Judul
advantage
pertandingannya.
to the best avail.
Title pertanding apalah itu.
Well, Fancy is also making use of the time and the pressure that they
Kipas terus,
have
bos.
with each and every single
Kipas terus.
lane on the mains here just to
By the way,
maybe
ini orang
pick
pakai
up
skin gosong loh.
orbs. Because they're doing that right now. Who are they feeding it off to? I think I'm assuming it's going to be Jin because they want that showstopper.
Anjir lah.
Ooh, Cruz.
Anjir lah.
Who needs an orb when you can get the kill? The point
That
goes
is the orb.
I mean, the point goes to Fancy United for the start of the round. But they still need to deal
Iya
with
mereka
Biors
pakai
and his
serve
Bulldog.
aja masih bisa kayak
Aaron
gitu
here
anjir.
towards the waterways even, playing on the low ground. Keep an eye out on
PRX
what
main
Jin
turnamen ini
is gonna
enggak.
try to do in terms of the entry. Smokes out towards A.
Kayaknya di sini
even.
nggak ada yang
As you have
nggak
to
ada yang
learn
franchise
from
deh
the
kayaknya
cipher.
yang di sini.
Fancy United have decided to show their cards. Paranoia gets connection 60, finding Suka on the
Buat
lurk.
tier
for Fancy
2-nya,
will
iya,
have to deal with
dari
the
belakang
rotations
dong.
of Dominatus. Biors though has been overrun, and Fancy picking up a few guns to work with. The spray down from Golden Blue hits absolutely nothing. Jin instead the sharper shot, and it's 4v2. Things have turned for the worse here for Dominatus, but Chupai has a different answer.
Taufik
Low
nggak tahu
HP
kalau
here
yang
for
ini.
Fisho. It's 3v2
Kalau
for the
VCT
time
kan iya
being.
ya.
But Fisho, okay, still standing. Chupai gets the confirmation. Even
Dua lawan
the
dua,
odds,
winnable,
Chupai
winnable.
with the
Ada
rifle
flash.
in hand, stepped up in the last round, looking to
Waduh.
do so here, but he's the only one still standing. Yes, I
Wah,
can.
gila.
He does
Kalah
so again and
movement.
again. The clutch
Oh my
for Fancy
God.
United, 12-2 as they move the series points.
Sepertinya cepat.
that I don't know what to say about that. That's just unexcusable right now for Dominatus. They had the pistol round. They had the chance. Their opponent was just trying to get the value
Dominatus
by
baru.
picking up orbs. And then out of nowhere,
Masih banyak.
Cruz finds a pick. The
Ini sih
player
kayak
on the
why momennya ada
seaside
sih.
gets confounded with flashes and everything. He gets a chance to shoot down Fishio, but then again, Cruz from right behind him with that solid shot at step play. It's just pure outplay. And at this point, that's just what it is.
Yeah, and this is where experience really is a factor. Fancy United.
Ini bahkan mereka udah kagak bisa beli anjir.
One of Vietnam's best.
Udah round terakhir ini basically bisa jadi round
Yes, they
terakhir.
have struggled in the offseason
Makanya
so far,
Sheriff
but
doang
here
sama
is a
Judge.
new beginning in the ESL Clash of Nations. Yes, I can also. Critical picks at critical times. Jin with stellar entries. And here we go yet again with a standard transfer for Fancy. Paranoia though. Jin is looking for a target or two. Kapisha, the first to fall. And as he lets it rip, he has moved over towards the halls. It's 5v4, a flank possible for Dominatus. And already you see Suka keeping tabs on it. Cruz though, ready for this one. Jin finding gold and blue. And it's all Fancy all throughout the day. This has been a dominant performance of Fancy United, especially here in the second half. And this might be the beginning of the end for Dominatus. Only one still standing is Tupai. The judge counts for at least one. But Fishio,
Gila, bahkan yang mengakhiri semua ini adalah Visio anjir. Visio.
Victory. 13-2, a 2-0 series to end it for Fancy United.
Cepet hari ini guys. 2 game cepet ini hitungannya 2 jam 11 menit loh. Kalau tambah dengan game boom pertama deh 30 menit, gak sampai 3 jam. Lu tahu nggak? Ini estimasi dia game 2 ini aja harusnya jam 8 tahu mulainya.
Fancy United.
Ini jam 8 selesai. Ini jam 8 selesai.
Team that has had time
oh my
to
God,
restructure themselves
fast
internally, not in terms of the player, or maybe some a little bit in terms of the players, but most importantly,
kompe nggak? Lihat dulu ya, nanti gue lanjut kompe apa enggak ya guys ya.
These matches so much better than what we have seen in the past from them, and looking forward.
Emang kalian mau
so
nonton aku kompe? Aku yang cupu ini. Tadi kalau tim apa bang? Siapa ya? Tim cabutan gitu loh lawannya Boom tadi. Trying our best kayak cabutannya Bleed gitu. Mau bang nanti ya gue restream dulu kalau gitu. Tapi lihat dulu ya. Mau nonton Fuyu sih kayak ya udah nggak usah berarti. Bang kapan bikin Valorant lore lagi bang? Lah bukan gua, itu kan bagiannya Fuyu. Gua bukan bertugas untuk lore gua. Ada 2 admin loh di sini. Kebetulan bukan gua admin yang ngurusin lore. By the way, thank you ya guys ya yang udah nonton di watch party yang cukup mendadak ini buat gua ya. Thank you. Gua aja tadi mulai di map 2-nya Boom anjir. Besok mungkin nonton yang ini ya, yang Dewa United ya. Yang pertama kayaknya gua kagak nonton. Ini Naos lawan Pundamonium. Kayaknya tim Singapura sama Filipina ya, Naos ya. Terus nanti game kedua baru gua nonton Oasis sama Dewa. Indonesia versus Filipina juga. Game 2 itu Dewa. Gak tahu deh mulainya jam berapa. Mungkin jam 6, mungkin jam 7 tergantung game pertamanya cepet apa enggak ya. Esports dari Indo bang. Masih perlu dijawab. Pertanyaan ini masih perlu dijawab apa? Predik lu menang siapa? Gue sih pengennya Boom ya. Bagaimanapun kalau dari Indo apalagi ya, yang udah matang kan mereka anjir hitungannya. Udah punya sistem, sudah punya apa, coachnya juga Mio juga, 3 pilarnya masih ada dari yang sebelumnya. Itu pun ngambil tim baru pun kan Morea sama NC Slicer kan juga pemain-pemain lama juga dari Bigetron. Ya Bang Boom dari luar kan kagak ada, kayaknya Boom super Indo Pride deh. Tim Dota 2-nya aja baru mix-mixan setelah berapa tahun mereka berjuang anjir. Dengan full roster Indo. Oh ini bracketnya nih. Nah, ini besok ini. Naos PDM, Oasis Dewa. Nih Boom nanti nih BMF Fancy kayaknya nanti besoknya lagi berarti ya. Oh match 6 baru match 7 nih. Berarti lower bracket dulu. Bentar. Gimana? Boom mainnya kapan lagi sih? Rabu nggak sih? Apa Kamis? Oh, enggak, sorry. My bad. Berarti besok itu lower bracket dua-duanya, guys. Ada Dominatus ya? Maksudnya lusa. Sorry. Anjir, kepala gua kemana-mana. Lusanya baru Dominatus. Terus besoknya lagi baru Boom Esports hari Kamis. WP-nya mau nyampe beres turnamen kan, Min? Kayak kalau ada Indonesianya kayak gua nonton. Kalau enggak kayaknya nggak usah kali ya. Ya kita lihat dulu lah. Lihat dulu. Nanti gimana? Yaudah guys, thank you ya guys ya yang udah nonton WP bareng gua. Nanti gua coba lihat dulu deh ini bisa diapain ya. Kayaknya kalau benderanya boom terus kagak bisa ya, kan banyak tim Indonesia lain ya. Benderanya gua jadiin polosan aja kali ya buat thumbnail. Kalau boom main baru gue kasih gambar boomnya kali. Soalnya gue kan kemarin pas watch party boom itu gambarnya. Jadi guys, thank you ya guys ya. Kita ketemu lagi, mungkin gue restream, mungkin gak, nanti lihat dulu ya gue kompe apa enggak abis ini. Tapi kayaknya bakal kompe sih, soalnya mau itu kan grinding battle pass ya gue ya. Yaudah, lihat dulu ya. Thank you, bye bye. Sampai ketemu lagi.